I will send a request.
Ah, okay, excellent. Okay, whoop-de-doo, here we are. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the wonderful tyranny of dragons. Okay, let's see. Um, what happened last week? Let's find out. So, you guys traveled for quite a few more days, 15 more days to be exact. And during that time, plenty of wonderful things happened. By wonderful things, I mean not so great things. Um, you guys found yourselves in a number of situations. Let's start over here at the first one. Blah, 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 blah.
Aoife surviving the arrow to the head.
Yes, that's right. Aoife sat up abruptly, having survived the arrow to the head and seemingly being in good health after its removal, despite, well, not total removal, she still has the arrowhead buried in her skull, and no one seems brave enough to want to attempt that kind of surgery, and I don't blame anybody. So that's Aoife's life. You guys all got up and traveled for a couple days. You guys found your way to an inn after several days of rain. It seemed that there was a rather just kind of mean judge who had bought out the entire inn. By the name of Judge Benno, he and his entourage made fun of the party and said, "Oh, enjoy sleeping in the barn, sleeping with the horses, ha ha ha." Aravir used some magic, get a room, but the rest of you all were forced to sort of sleep in the blistering rain, and it really sucked, and they're shitty people. And I believe Brock slammed one of their noses with a little thaumaturgy
It was
action,
gorgeous.
which was gorgeous. We found ourselves a couple days later, after a heavy rainstorm, a very strange variety of mushroom, fast-growing mushroom life known as fungus humungus growing from the ground. A seemingly rather overdeveloped myconid under the ground had developed these mushrooms, and they needed to be cleared away, which involved slashing and hacking at them, but every time they were touched, stabbed, or whatnot, they produced a black smoke and a horrific scream. It seemed that there was a minor psychotropic quality to that black smoke, and Aravir and Terrence found themselves affected by this horrible this horrible minor defense mechanism the plant possesses, and Terrence and Aravir found themselves breaking down in agony and pain and torment for having murdered these poor plants, and have had nightmares for the past couple days thereafter, which I would say will probably cleared up in present time by now. You guys have made your way out of your system. But it didn't stop the train, and you guys kept on going. You traveled for a couple more days until you met an unlikely duo on the road. It seemed two sisters by the name of Areta and Zelina Inevera required themselves a little protection on the road, and they joined your carriage train, in which the sister Areta seemed to take a deep interest in Terrence, and Zelina took a deep interest in Aravir. And they traveled along the road with them for some time. After a couple more days, they found their way to an inn in which a new adventuring party seemed to be present and was hired by Terrence and Star's merchant patron. And the two of them found themselves wanting for work, fired, in fact, along with Oravistia and Tidget. But Leia would soon find himself that he made a mistake. And Terrence too, as Terrence was invited upstairs by Arietta to have some fun. Her sister joined her, in which Terrence was like, "This is going great." And then they transformed into doppelgangers and beat the shit out of him. And you go, "This did not go very great." But luckily the party showed up just in the nick of time to save Terrence. And with Terrence's help, managed to slaughter the two sisters that they turned out to be doppelgangers, shapeshifters, and deceitful ones at that. They did the murder. The next day, as the caravan traveled down the road while Star and Terrence were looking for work from the rest of the caravan, the party was beset by Pratons. The Praeton monsters attacked the caravan, and the new adventuring party that Leia had found in the inn decided to try and put them to use. One of them had their heart ripped from their chest, while the rest ran and fled for cover, and it was quickly revealed that these were no true adventurers or heroes. No. These were charlatans and actors. Their shields made of flimsy wood, their swords were props, and their armor stage costumes. And with that, Leia deeply apologized for his poor business sense and offered to rehire Terrence and Star, and Terrence managed to negotiate a better rate. So Sergeant Star and Terrence returned to duty with paid at a rate even better than any of the bodyguards present. I believe you're both going for 12 gold a week now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yay!
Yeah, so well compensated for their troubles, and unfortunately, it is also worth noting that Tidget did indeed lose her life in the confrontation. One of the Praetons flew down in a massive swoop and tore her heart from her chest. So she is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Morden. Take her soul. So we find ourselves on the road again. It is still day 25 as you travel on down the road. And lo and behold, no other trouble will befall you. And those adventurers have definitely, those adventurers slash actors, have been seen for what they are as charlatans, and now they follow the caravan train at the very back with their heads hung low, and with the body of their departed friend. They did not know what they got themselves into. And that day will quickly find itself to an end, and everyone can get a long rest as required. And next, we have ourselves day 26 on the road, in which something very interesting, I think, is going to happen. You guys find yourself traveling down the road, the train making its way along. On the beautiful sunny afternoon, you see a herd of deer spotted grazing in the nearby hills. As you are doing so, the train slows down, and some of the guards and some of the hunters take the opportunity to go hunt some fresh meat for the larders of the various caravans. Yep, I'm no doubt the local ranger will be doing the same. I have no doubt that Lyra Goth will be like, kill. Is this murder, bad murder, or good murder?
Good murder.
Good murder. Okay. And he goes to flap his wings, and then doesn't, kind of like runs after the deer, a little awkwardly, as his outfit isn't necessarily meant for combat. What was that? Or her? Yes, thank you. I'll get it one day, guys. I'm sorry.
This is half the fun.
I suppose it is.
Lygraph is gender confused.
Just the DM. The gods are. Tiamat's like, okay, so how do I what? All right. As you guys are there, having a little bit of a day, maybe a slight break in the middle of the day, you are going to look up the hill, and not only you, but everybody else is going to see a magnificent stag. This is no mere stag that you see standing atop the hill as the hunters hunt the herd. You see, shimmering in the light, as if its coat spun from gold and its antlers plated from platinum, the most beautiful, breathtaking stag any of you have ever beheld in all of your lives. It must be a sign from the gods, or at the very least, a great prize to be hunted. There's no doubt, in yours or anyone else at camp's mind. Nearly everyone in the caravan who is capable of handling a bow immediately seems to want to bring the beast down. That includes all the guards, a couple of the merchants themselves, definitely the members of the Tyranny of Dragon, Cult of the Dragon members, absolutely. The guards of the Cult of the Dragon, those independent travelers who are definitely members of the Cult of the Dragon. Anyone remotely capable of bearing a weapon grabs what they can and goes running for the hills after it. Do all of you wish to join the hunt? Or do any individuals wish to join the hunt?
Too many people hunting that.
Yeah?
But
you're not.
Do you feel the call?
I'll check it out.
Are you
I
not?
feel the call to
Are you
try
not up
to,
for the challenge,
I'm up
Ranger?
for
the call to try to
but
protect the
competition.
animal.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go on and see what happens.
You're going after?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Who else?
I'll just go, but it's probably going to fail really badly. I do have a crossbow.
Okay, stars going.
As do I. I've shot it twice. I haven't hit anything, but I do
Terrence
have
is
one.
going. Ciella's going. You going, Aoife? Nope. Okay, you're gonna stay and keep an eye on the carts. No problem.
Be responsible.
Very responsible. Okay. Everybody goes running after it for their own reasons, for glory, but probably for fortune. A pelt of pure gold is probably worth a fortune. Yeah, a few of the more cautious types, Aoife included, it seems, begin to start saying warnings, and they're like, "Oh, the creature, it's a blessed being. Killing it would bring bad luck on the character. Please don't." But no more than 2 or 3 people are persuaded by this sort of talk, and in minutes, the hunt is on. The deer herd scatters into the nearby forest through the farmer's fields, and the golden stag takes flight, and all of you begin a most exciting hunt. Okay, let me see if I got it good. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Okay, you 3 join the chase. And of course, you can do whatever you wish. If you all wish to hunt the stag, it's time to go. So, as you all wish to track it, are you tracking it together, or are you all like, fuck you, I'm gonna find it first?
Well, Ciela has already gone ahead.
Okay, Ciela and Lyragoth are...
She's rangering up.
No, fuck you, I'm gonna find it first.
All right, Star just goes like, all right, okay, I guess, like, go, okay.
It's a matter of respect.
It's a matter of respect. Okay, so we're going to see if who's up to the challenge of hunting down the stag. This is going to be a skill challenge. So I require each of you to start us off by rolling us a survival check. These are going to be a series of survival checks, but let's get to it. So I need each of you to roll one.
Oh,
Not you, Aoife. You stayed behind. Okay. So you're good.
How many do we have to roll?
That is 24.
I got 20.
Ooh.
20.
You 3, seemingly challenging one another, go charging after the stag. Immediately, more than half of all of the hunters find themselves a little cross-wired, running into random portions of the forest. But you 3 absolutely keep on the trail of the stag, along with a couple of other, perhaps more exceptional veteran warriors. I would like you all to roll me another set of survival checks, please.
18.
23.
Natural 20.
Natural
27.
27.
I got
Very nice.
23.
You all go charging after in the right direction. You see that band of hunters finds their way sort of steering off, and it's sort of like a red herring mislead. They go hunting after the herd of stags, but what they don't know is that the golden stag seems to have torn off. But you 3 catch onto it, and you 3 are the last ones on the right trail to catch that golden stag. I need one last round of survival checks, please.
I got 20. I got
Ooh.
16.
22.
18.
Very nice. Okay. Give it a moment. Very cool. I'm gonna make a little rule. Incredible. As you are running along, you guys find yourselves chasing through the moss-grown, ivy-draped ruins within a forest. Some long, dilapidated building, castle maybe? It's hard to say. But standing within, you do see the beautiful golden stag. It is grazing low, and as you all sort of come out of the brush, it raises its head high and looks at all of you. As you do so, at this much more closer vicinity, the stag is a beautiful marvel of its species, and you see its golden-plated horns. The antlers themselves almost seem to create, almost looks like crescent moons, if you will, on its interior now that you're standing close enough as it looks at you straight on as a stag would. Body curled, but straight on with those crescent moon antlers.
Yellow's gonna.
You're gonna make me feel bad.
No,
It
Yellow's
looks-
gonna look at Terrence and say, "Talk to it."
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
hang on a second.
Oh boy.
Does it work?
Does it work?
Do you hear me, noble beast?
Please come in. It goes. Ibsrir Savas Hiakthath Grioth. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Ah. I do not.
I don't think this thing's a deer.
It looks at you all as you sort of blink a little surprised, and then it will begin to, and then it will say, Der Shirol Morat Tirathik. Does anyone speak Elvish?
No.
I speak Dwarven.
Me too.
The stag size. Let's see. It then begins to speak in common, but not with a. Sorry.
I suck. I speak all of them.
I know.
Why did you come with us?
I know you do. It then says, "Greetings, travelers and warriors of Dragonsbane.
You
Okay,
know
I put
us?
the bow away.
I do know of you. My mistress watches you all closely under the starlit sky. She sees your progress in the good that you have done, and she wishes for you to know
Thank you.
that you are on the right track, and you must continue following the River of Gold until they reach the castle in the sky."
And who would be your mistress?
Looks at you and says, smiles and says, "When you see her next, ask the half-elf back at the camp. May this be a token." It says, "May this offering be a token of her favor and of knowledge that you are not alone on your travels." The antlers glow and become almost like silver specks of light that then move a little forward and beyond, traveling very slowly like dizzying little silvery fairy lights, and then take on the form of a beautiful silver bow and solidify before you all. "Take these. Sadly, your path will continue to be filled with much hardship and blood, but you must follow the River of Gold and reach the castle in the sky. She watches. You have her blessing."
Can I have the bow?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
yes, of course, go for it.
You can have the bow.
Yeah, you can have the bow.
Work well. May you dance ever under the moon. And know, you must steel your hearts. And as the gold fleeced stag disincorporates almost into sunlight itself, begins to travel up towards the sky, the last thing you hear is, "Not all will survive."
Oh, don't we know that already?
Yeah.
And just like that, the stag is gone, but the silver bow remains. If you wish to take it, Ciela, you may add a +1 longbow to your inventory.
Excellent.
Rename that as the Moon Deer bow.
So I just added a hit bonus to it?
This is a standard magic item you can add.
Oh, okay.
It's just a +1 longbow.
Okay.
Man, that was epic. Good thing we didn't kill it.
Yeah, it's nice to know that we're not alone out here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I was just trying not to create any more drama. I already had a thing where, like, I was ready to I just didn't want to get in any more trouble, and there had been any way I was going to kill that thing. Like, shit.
I guess we go back to camp now. And Star just kind of like droops his tail, going like, "I didn't get a thing."
I mean, we can stay out here and like catch an actual deer.
Oh, that's true too. Okay, let's go get a deer.
Oh, I'm also gonna look at Lyragoth and say, if you're hungry, go hunt something delicious. Animal. Delicious animal.
Must I still be a dog?
No. Then I help Lyragoth out of the dog.
It like stretches its wings out and then it flies and sort of disappears into the brush.
Star just goes like, "Man, lucky dragon."
Lyragoth comes upon your employer in the lights. Goes, okay, this is a test. I know it. I know murder is bad except when we do it. And I am we, so maybe I can murder and it can be okay. And we'll see if it logics it out well enough, but we'll come to that in a minute. But yeah, if you guys want to go hunt your own stag for the meat larders, anyone can roll me a survival check.
Sure, I'll try.
I got an 18.
18? Very nice. That'll
21.
do. That'll do.
Star's gonna be so sure he's gonna be dragging this deer.
What'd you get, Terrence? 16? Very nice. All of you will come upon your own stags. Now, each of you make me a stealth check to take the shot. If you have multi-attack, you may have advantage. So I believe Ciela will gain advantage. If any of you have any special features they'd like to apply that they think would be beneficial in this, for example, Star, your sneak attack, I'd grant you advantage on behalf of sneak attack. And Terrence, if you have any magic or any other feature.
I have a special feature that gives me disadvantage on my stealth checks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, make it a disadvantage.
I got a
That's
19.
true. 19.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh,
For a one.
Mine's 25.
Nice. I actually probably should pull up my hunting sheet just so I know what I'm talking about here. All right. For this beast. Okay, I'm gonna get you those again. What did you get there, Ciela?
19.
Terrence? Star?
25.
Ciela, you've got the perfect shot. You line up your arrow. You're going to take the shot, and then a bolt from a crossbow comes across over top of one of the stags and like grazes your arm, and you and you shoot up into the air and miss your stag, and it runs off. And you like look across the way and see Terrence with his crossbow.
It's got more kick than I remembered. Like rubbing your shoulder.
And Star, you're there. You've got your bow, and then the branch snaps underneath you, and you go, ah! And as you fall, the stag that was running away from Ciela, you land perfectly on top of it, and you manage to like stab it in the heart, and you catch yourself a stag.
Oh, wonders of Star.
And all of you are like, you hear like the like stag sound. You guys go look. You go running through the brush, and you see Star, very expertly and definitely not slightly uncoordinatedly, sitting atop the stag, dagger in heart. And you guys are like, "Holy fuck! You caught a stag and defeated it in melee before it ran. That's incredible!" And that's sort of the situation. So you, between the three of you, you catch a stag, which will no doubt bring some joy to the camp.
And we'll never explain how this story was. That's amazing.
Not everybody's on a need-to-know basis is how I look at it. Some folks don't need to know. It ain't their business.
Yeah.
Every good tale requires a little embellishment. And with that, you guys can drag back the stag. Ciela, no doubt able to clean it well enough that it doesn't spoil. At least not in the short time it takes to transport it back to camp. And everybody comes back to camp, sort of kicking the stones and whatever. Maybe only like one or two other people managed to catch a stag because everyone was so consumed about the golden one. And you guys return, and everyone's a little bummed. But you guys have a stag, which will no doubt make some people at camp happy. And more than that, Aoife, you look at them and you're like, okay, they didn't get the stag, and maybe to your own relief, nobody caught the stag.
Oh yeah, shit, she's
but
clocking it.
But you will note that Ciela has this beautiful silvery bow now strapped across her back, or their back, excuse me. A bow seemingly almost made of moonlight, if it could be a possible metal.
As she passes Ciela, she's gonna say, "So you had good hunting. It's a nice bow you got there." I think she's muted.
Ciela continues to answer her carrier pigeon.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, Dad. The kid's dad arrived.
Yes.
No worries.
Sorry, what did you say to me?
I just said, I see. So your hunt was successful. That's a mighty nice weapon you got there.
Well, thankfully, no blood was spilled.
It got away, right?
Yeah, it's sort of dissipated.
What was it?
It was a golden stag, but it wasn't a normal stag, that's for sure.
No, normal stags don't dissipate. That isn't a thing that they do.
No. Nor do their antlers turn into bows.
And its antlers did it. Did you communicate with it? Did Terrence talk to it?
We all did.
Yeah, it was not a
beautiful.
beast.
That's what I needed to know. Y'all had to know I wouldn't hunt something like that.
Of course not.
It's still tempting.
I just
I
wanted to
can't
check it
fight
out.
everybody in camp to keep them from fighting it, so.
Emily.
Alright. Well. Is there anything I need to know from,
It said that we're on the right path. And that we have to reach the castle in the sky.
And that we're being watched.
Yes.
And that we're not alone out here.
And that we won't all make it.
Which is
well, we know that already.
Yep.
We're well aware of that one, but it's good to know that we're on the right track. We're not alone and we're being watched don't necessarily mean the same thing. They could mean the same thing, because if you're being watched, you're probably, not alone. It's just, whether or not the watchers are happy to be watching or not.
It seems like whoever's watching us is, trying to keep us in guidance, not in a bad way, I think.
They said to speak to the half-elf when we got back to camp.
I reckon they're
For
talking
whatever
about
reason,
yeah?
Yeah, for whatever reason, we're going to say Erebir. Erebir's still suffering under the weight of the murdered fungus. And is like catching up on her sleep.
She has the vapors. I'll fix her up a mint julep.
She's got the vid.
Oh no.
Right.
She's she's isolating right now.
The
No more
19th
got the-
plague.
The Praetin vid, whatever.
Is she okay, Ryan? Okay.
Soraya?
Yeah.
She's okay.
COVID kicked my ass, so
Oh, she doesn't actually.
Oh,
I was making
Oh,
a joke
okay.
about her character. She's
Oh.
okay. My uncle's got it,
I'm
but he's
like-
okay.
wait, no, that's terrible.
I know, it sucks. No, she doesn't have COVID. She's okay.
Okay, good. Thank you.
I was making a justification why you guys somehow couldn't talk to her character. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or has the hunt officially come to its glorious end?
Ciel's gonna go find Lyragoth and redogify her.
Redogify your dog.
Redoc.
Yeah, make me a survival check to see if you could hunt down your dog lizard.
24.
Okay, that's a yes. You go looking through the forest and you eventually find am I gonna do this to you?
Oh god.
I'll tell you what. Roll me your dragon can hunt. That's not a
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
Roll me a d20. Even's good, odd is bad.
Oh god. 4.
You're lucky. You're very lucky.
Shit.
You go in and you find Lyragoth, much like a lion tearing into a gazelle, a dead gazelle at this point. Well, I'll tell you what. The thing that you hear is the sound of a creature dying, much like when wolves are tearing apart a deer while it's still alive. You kind of follow those sounds until they go quiet, and you find Lyragoth just like tearing the belly out of a stag and just like munching down, just like coated in blood, and very sort of as happy as a dragon can seem, and quite apathetically to the suffering of the creature, munching away. But the creature's dead at this point. Such is the circle of life.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till Lyragoth is done and
Doesn't take long. Lyragoth
Yeah.
gets big chunks of meat.
Get some,
Takes a long time to digest,
take some of the hide of the elk and wipes Lyragoth off.
There. Fusses a little. And then you can make her look like a dog. She's like, oh.
I know. We'll have another hunt soon,
And-
okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll waddle back to camp with you as a dog. Someone goes, oh, you found your dog. Oh, I thought it's too bad. Nobody wants to lose their dog on the hunt. And you get back to camp safe and sound.
What were you about to do that wasn't?
Human. I bet it was a human.
Probably one of the caravan owners.
It was the guy who was going to die if you rolled an odd number. That's who it was. Okay, let's get to the traveling. Okay, the next 2 days go by without much of a hitch, but on the 28th, you're going to have yourselves a rather eventful day. Okay, let's see. Okay. So, you wake up on the morning of the 28th day of travel, you stretch, you yawn, you pack up your caravans and hit the dirty trail. As you're doing so, you begin to start passing by the misty forest, and many of the people in the caravan will begin to remark that you're making very good time and you're going to arrive well ahead of schedule. But still much traveling to do. I guess I kind of have to prep this. I'll tell you what. Oh no, yeah, this is what. Oh, I guess we have to. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Okay, why don't you guys? Does anyone want to talk? I need to take 2 seconds to get prepped. But does anybody need to RP anything? Is there anything anyone wants to talk about while you're on the trail?
Terrence does.
Do I?
This is the way you were like, ooh. You look so excited there.
Go for it. I just need half a moment. We'll be good to go.
Let's see here. Dude, is your dog still covered in blood?
No.
Okay. I mean, it's good to see that everybody made it back in one piece from the hunt. I don't see any caravan owners missing.
Well,
That's probably a good thing.
I see a lot of disappointed people. That was a wicked deer. That was like
That was
and
unbelievable.
darn. Guess I'm going to have to make a drawing of that. This is actually Star saying this. He's just like doodled in his notebook.
No, I'm sure this won't be the last time we come across them.
No.
At least in some form.
We definitely got to bring our other people because, like, that was. I don't think he was comfortable with speaking in common.
No, it definitely wasn't his first language.
Well, I'm putting this out there and you don't have to believe me, but I didn't intend to kill it in the first place. I just wanted to find out what the hell it was.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I absolutely
believe you.
believe that.
I really just wanted to see it up close. Maybe pluck some hairs, but that was about it. I didn't even get to do that. Can't put it in the pouch.
No, I just didn't want to get in another fight. and I would have, because I wasn't going to let anything, you know.
Well, it's a good thing a lot of those other hunters got lost on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really have what it takes
Yeah,
not
they,
to take that thing down.
they followed the group of stags. And you should have seen Star.
So Ryan, isn't an elk CR 1/4 challenge rating?
I
So can I turn into a golden elk now?
You can turn into an elk is a quarter CR creature. You can attempt to turn into a golden elk, like what you saw. But I'll tell you what, make me a nature check, Aoife, as you recall the creature that you faced.
Ooh, okay, that's not bad at all. It is a 12. It's not great.
Well,
It's not bad.
you're not entirely sure the nature of this giant elk, but based on what you saw and by the description of your friends, you get the sense that that was no true beast. It was something more. So you can try and transform into an elk as you have seen them, and you can try and style it after what you saw. But as for creating an elk with a true golden,
Pelt?
thank you, a true golden pelt and true platinum horns, you might be able to imitate it at best, but you probably won't be able to actually turn into a
Looking for the knockoff.
golden platinum.
Looking for the knockoff, right? Doesn't need to be.
You can
Gucci.
absolutely
Just
make
needs
the
to be able to
knockoff.
pass
It's
for
fool's
Gucci
gold.
at 20 feet.
Exactly. You can absolutely make the fool's gold elk. Where is the little bastard? Sorry, I'm just trying to find a little something here. Almost done. I just gotta find my monsters.
Yeah, no, that elk hunting though afterwards was fun. It was great. I don't know what happened to Ciela and Terrence, but yeah,
He
got
shot
them with
me,
a knife.
I didn't shoot you.
grazed me.
You didn't. You're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine, but you shot me.
I wasn't even near them. I don't know what they.
I had to show you how to use that thing.
The crossbow? You know
Yeah.
you know how to use this?
No, I know how to use that, yeah.
And I've shot this thing maybe 3 times. I have no
Yeah,
idea how to use this
Yeah,
thing.
I can tell.
You can tell.
So next time we stop, we'll do a little target practice, okay?
So
Okay. Yeah.
It's all about how you hold it.
I was thinking about this earlier, but I mean, I think you guys, some of you follow Critical Role. Percy, it was in the last arc. Apparently, the first time Percy ever hit something with his sword, because he made a comment about, wait, I had to hit someone with this thing. It's just been on my hip this whole time, and I feel like it was kind of like that, where it's just like he's had it. I mean, at any given time he coulda. He just, he He just hasn't.
I don't have very good decks.
I'm okay with most things. I think the only thing I'm really bad at is history, which is a -1.
It's intelligence.
Yeah, intelligence is definitely bad. Star is not smart, which makes you question how the hell did he kill Elk?
See, I was lucky to have good wisdom.
Okay, so
Their
thank
intelligence
you for your.
their intelligence shit.
So I will say at this moment, there's as you guys are traveling about mid to back of the caravan, there's some like very faint sounds of distress coming from the front of the train. Maybe even some screams, some sounds of battle. The train definitely stops. And you maybe just barely see, you hear the sound of like horse cries, whinnies. And something moving towards the brush, dragging a horse along with it. And they disappear
I
into the brush
immediately
at the
look
front
for
of the
where
train.
Lyragoth is.
Lyragoth's like, come on, I didn't do it.
Making sure.
Is this the same day as the elk hunt?
No, this is the day after.
Okay.
Actually, this is 2 days after. My apologies.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna climb on top of my cart and see if I can see anything.
Make a perception check.
17 plus 5, 22.
22, you say. You look very keenly and precisely as they're disappearing into the brush. You see 2 horses, some reins still attached to them, being sort of like hurt, definitely clawed at, but not dead, being dragged into the forest by these strange creatures. They have massive bulbous stomachs and upper top bodies. They have mandible-like front teeth and blackened eyes, and they have purple, like almost slimy, like purple skin with claws on their very long arms and legs. It's about 4 of these creatures drag them into the woods alongside several giant spiders.
Are they humanoid?
Make me a nature check to see if you know what the hell these things are.
No.
No. Not entirely sure,
But
unfortunately.
I mean, like with my primeval awareness, are they humanoid?
Oh, okay. If you take a minute and you sort of focus in on the power of the primeval awareness, you sense the full train worth of humanoids, but nothing beyond. You know that those
Okay.
are not humanoids. Yeah.
All right, and then I'm gonna slide off the top of the cart and I guess find the closest person to me. I guess that would be probably Aoife,
Sure.
and I'll pass on the information.
Well, part of defending the caravans, defending the horses, so
Mm-hmm.
let's go
Shall we,
hunt us some bugmen.
Yeah, let's gather the crew.
Let's gather the crew. We're gonna go get bugmen.
Yeah, you guys want to run to the top front and see what happened?
Yeah.
Are we at the front?
No, you guys were sort of at the back. That's why you missed the encounter.
Oh.
And it seemed that whatever sergeants were at the front just couldn't cut it. Not like you guys. You make your way to the front and you find this somewhat plump merchant at the front, at the very, very front. You've seen him around. You guys know this guy. His name is Sarmdag the Hopper. And he says, "Oh," he goes, hello, friends. Good to see you. Would you be so very kind as to help me? My horses, it seems, have been taken into the woods, and I could use a little help."
Well, if they're gonna take your horses, they'll probably take other people's horses.
Perhaps this may be the case. But I cannot hold my cargo without my horses, and the poor beasts, they need not be captured by such evil creatures. So, if the 4 of you would be so very kind to retrieve my personal horses, and perhaps shoo away the nasty creatures. There were 2 very big spiders, and 3, I don't know what they were, but they looked like half men, half spider-like creatures. So if you could go retrieve my horses, great thanks would be made.
I feel like I need to have Star with a fear of bugs.
Hey, man.
If you want
Your
to.
character. Spiders. Why did it have to be spiders?
Or after the scourges, no bugs.
Yeah, after the sturges, it's like,
The things that killed my sister. I fear of bugs now. Anything with more than 4 legs.
2 legs is enough legs, sometimes 4.
What do you say, guys?
I guess we're gonna go after them.
All right, let's go in then.
Ugh,
And let's take it slow.
bugs. You guys suck.
Not bugs. You make your way into the woods.
As we go in, can I cast Detect Evil and Good?
You of course can.
Buddy? Why, yo, buddy?
Yeah, you cast it as a short radius.
Yeah, 30-foot radius, 10-minute concentration. You know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
Absolutely. You span this out and you travel forth hoping that it will lend you some protection. Okay, as you make your way through the underbrush, I need a survival check from whoever wishes to be the hunt leader.
Not
You take the
me.
lead?
You want to lead?
I can lead.
So I think we both have pretty good survival.
Actually, I think yours is better.
Really?
Yeah, I have a +5.
Yeah, I get a +7.
Yeah.
He's more wise. He's a wiser man than thee.
Okay. So survival check,
Yes, sir.
15.
15. You travel through. You keep on the tracks. You see these strange tracks, very similar, not furred in any way. It has only 2 like taloned toes that just come up. It's basically just like the 2 talons, and that's sort of I can't make my fingers go away because it's my hand, but you've got like the 2 claws, and that's kind of the footprint you'd see. And alongside them, you do see the many legs of a giant spider. You track maybe about 2 giant spiders and 3 of these other strange creature with the taloned feet. And of course, the large drag marks of the 2 horses that have been taken. As you make your way through the forest, you travel for about half a mile until you reach the deep inner. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen at all, am I?
No.
Man, I did all that prep for no. You make
Oh
your
no!
way in.
Oh, look.
Oh, they
And
fell
this-
over. Somebody pushed him over.
Oh, they got pushed. They're bullying us.
Oh,
No.
spider webs everywhere. No.
Oh man, we're getting bullied, man. Can you come help us?
Ugh.
Baby.
But yeah, you guys make your way through, and you're gonna see indeed lots of spider webs. It seems as you find your way into the creatures. You make your way through. You guys are far enough away that they haven't seemed to have noticed your approach as of yet. What would you like to do? You don't see that you see that these. Oh, I'll post you a picture of what these creatures look like now.
Ooh,
You can check the Facebook.
the Book of Faces.
The Book of Faces, exactly. This is 3 of these creatures seem to be about.
Again, do not like at all. Kill it with fire, please.
Heal with fire. Yeah, you see these guys in there, and they seem to be pulling the reins off the horses that seem to be a little too spooked, panicked, or hurt to stand up right now. And if they do attempt to stand, they're kind of like pushed back down by these creatures. You see the spiders seeming to want to like get in on the meal. What do you guys wish to do? But they don't seem to be harmed as of yet.
Sneak attack?
More than,
Do they look like? Well, I guess normal spiders is a bit of a stretch, but
They're not normal. They're not normal at all.
I
make a
would
nature check.
I would like to know if they're beast.
Yeah, make me a nature check.
9.
9. You know that those are giant spiders, which are beasts and generally considered just much larger species of spiders, capable of spinning webs and such. More than that, you don't know. The other creature, you don't know what those are.
Okay, I think I might be able to charm the spiders. I can't speak for the other creatures that are standing around. I don't know what they are.
Say the word and I'll you know what I do?
They're like biting the reins with their mandibles and like basically taking the reins off of the horses right now.
Yeah, I don't know how much closer we can get.
Well,
Make a lot of noise in this armor.
if we stay perfectly still, I can see if maybe we can pick them off.
Hit him with crossbows?
I don't think now's the time for training. Yeah, I'd say if you want to take the
Maybe-
first shot.
Yeah, and Star, like maybe see if you can sneak around, hide behind a tree. Maybe they start coming for us. You can.
Yeah,
hide
I would.
behind.
I don't mind that. Yeah, I can sneak up to them. Hopefully,
As
I
a matter
don't
of
know.
fact,
Also,
if you
I
want
did
to,
do
if you want to get this party kicked off,
sneaky, sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, we're all sneaking?
I'm staying where I am.
I am also
I can see them all
staying
here.
Well, if you guys want to try and go for surprise round, yeah, let's get a round of stealth going. And you could roll for Lyra Goth.
Okay.
Who's sort of like, you can feel his like claw sort of like poking the back of your leg. He's like, he definitely wants the dog stuff off.
Yep. I take the dog stuff off and I have a quick little huddle with Lyragoth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See all those things?
Yeah.
Everything except the horses you can kill.
Why not the horses?
Because the horses are helpers.
So if
They're
it's useful,
slaves.
you shouldn't kill it.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay.
So
That makes
wait
sense.
till I take the first shot and then go in and have at them.
Okay. Why?
Because we want to surprise them. So we hurt them more. It's more
Oh.
exciting too.
Oh, okay. Say so.
If you catch them unaware, you hurt them more and faster.
Isn't it more terrifying to be harmed when you can see the black wings of death upon you?
Well, you get to scare them when if you don't know what it is first, you're very scared. And then think of how much more scared they'll be when they see the black wings of death.
Okay. You sort of like, you see this sly grin curl up Lyra Goth's mouth. He goes, okay, all right, very well. And seems to be like, okay. If it's in the name of terror, it seems that Lyra Goth is on board. Incredible. Okay. So yeah, let me get them stealth checks. I can roll Lyra Goth's if you want me to. Luckily, Lyra Goth is a stealthy little guy with 22. Little girl.
I got the same thing.
Nice.
For once, I get a low mark. 15.
Lyra Goth's gonna like push up just like here and just like be behind the brush right there. 19, very good. Yeah,
No,
you can
I
make
said
your
15.
15, got it. 15. 15 will be enough. And you draw your bow, keeping your distance, making your way into a flank, no problem. Where do you want to be? You want to be like over here somewhere?
I feel like I'm so far away from everyone, but yes.
Okay.
Hit that one spider.
Definitely. What about you, Ciela? Where are you at? You just going to stay right there?
I'm staying here on the high ground.
Got it. Terrence?
I got a 5.
A 5. All right, Aoife, where are you?
But I'm also like not gonna move forward until.
Got it. You just kind of stay back, no problem.
Yeah.
What about you, Aoife? What did you roll?
Well, I rolled a 7.
Okay.
If I could move up to slightly higher ground, if I could.
If you're there.
Oh, right there. Yeah.
Got it.
Perfect.
Okay, guys. You guys all move into position. It seems that the people who well, we're gonna run this the old fashioned way, or the true way, I should say, mechanically, is a surprise round will be initiated, but only my well-stealthed people will be able to take part. So Ciela, Lyragoth, and Star, it sounds like, rolled well enough to hide. The rest of you will be either a little slow on the draw, a little clumsy, or you'll alert a little too well to your presence. But a surprise round will be had by our well-stealthed crew members. So let's roll some initiative. Battle music, dude. All right, let's see here. Damn, they rolled like shit. Damn, they rolled a bit better. Lyragoth rolls. 16. Okay, 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
15.
15.
Who of you two would like to go first?
Sheila.
So I'll go first. Yeah, Lyragoth will just go on your turn, of course.
Okay.
Okay, what about 15 to 10?
11.
11. And what'd you get, Terrence?
I got 4.
4. What's your dex score?
11.
11. Unfortunately, these strange insectoid creatures will beat you in initiative. Okay, kicking us off. We're on a surprise round here. The giant spiders are surprised. Ciela and Lyragoth, you may make the first move, as it
All
were.
right. So those two guys next to each other. I have a question,
Yes.
because I didn't ask this before. I know that I can attack both of them with one of my attacks. Yes?
These two guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say that they're standing close enough, sure.
Okay, and because I have 2 attacks, can I do it twice?
That's a good question. Let me take a look. Right, Ranger.
Because level 5 I get the double attack, but...
Yeah, Hordebreaker, once on each of your turns, you may make a weapon attack and make another one
Okay.
with the same weapon. So you get 3 attacks this go, as long as you're hitting those 2.
Cool. Alrighty.
Or you get 2 attacks against those 2, and then you can throw an additional one,
Okay.
technically speaking.
Alright,
go for
that is a 27 to hit.
I think that'll hit. That'll probably hit.
Alright, and the damage is D8 plus 5. So that's 10 damage for the first guy.
Okay.
Okay. And the second one is a 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Okay. And that is 8 damage.
8 damage. Understood. All right, 2 arrows. As you take your bow and you fire it sort of wide across your bow, the 2 arrows sling across the battlefield, hit those 2 creatures. You got 1 attack left.
Okay. How are they looking from here?
They look surprised, but otherwise still quite ready to fight.
Okay.
Wounded but not
I
bloodied.
will attack the spider in the front then.
This guy right here.
Yeah, that guy there.
Go for it. No problem.
28.
28 will hit.
And that is a 6 damage for him.
Got it. 6 damage for him. No problem.
Did we forget to add Lyragroth to the initiative roll?
Nope.
Nope. Lyragoth will go in tandem with the Ranger's turn.
Okay.
Fantastic. Is there anything else, Ciela? Bonus action movement.
Nope, not right now.
Okay, Lyragoth sees you fire off your arrows. The black wings come out and it flies forth quite excitedly. All right, you little punk. Nice and low. Yeah, baby. Oh, not allowed to kill the horses. Whatever, mom. He's gonna try and be a little fancy though, because that's what he is, or she is. She's very fancy. So let's see if we can't do this in a way that mom will approve of. Why do I care about being good? I don't know, but she does, so. It's about my soul or something to do with Jesus. It's fine. I don't really need to. Yeah, I guess. In fairness, I don't think we're getting all 3 of those without killing the horse, or at least getting the horse in the range. So, let me redo that. Lyragoth is gonna look at that beautiful opening and go, and then she's going to fly over. Oh my God, mouse! Come on, work with me. Oh, big 60-foot fly speed here. Yeah. It's going to fly nice and low to a 40-footer right here. We'll do like a 35 right here, staying out of melee range. Yeah, we'll hit those 2. It's going to do an acid breath. A huge whitish yellow spew flies forth from Lyragoth's gullet. That will burn everything in its path. That's a save from the spider. That's a save from the weird thing. They seem to be ready somehow. They're both going to take 12 damage. There's this screaming and cry of pain from the creatures. The spider looks very, very, very hurt. And Lyragoth is going to go. It's going to fly up over to here for 25 feet above the action. Okay, that's going to bring us to Aoife. Did not make the surprise round, but Star did. Star, you see Lyragoth and Ciela join the battle, ready to go, and you can loose your arrow.
Yay. Arrow has to be within 80 range. I'm guessing we're already good with that, so I have to roll a D8.
We'll roll an attack.
Yes.
You gotta see if you hit first.
Oh, yeah, right. D20 first, then that, yeah.
Then you add the modifier, but you get advantage because you're attacking from stealth.
Oh, okay, so let's see. Oh, come on, I saw you hit 12. Hang on. Okay, the 12 was better. 12 plus 5. What am I supposed to do? Plus 7, so that is 19. Yes.
19 will hit. Who do you want to hit? The spider?
Yes.
All right, that will absolutely hit the spider. Go ahead and roll damage. You will get sneak attack on this. So roll standard longbow damage and then add sneak attack to it.
Okay, so that's a D8 and a D6. 2 D6.
I think at this level you should have 2 D6 by now.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm like 2 D6s.
There you go.
Myself.
Hey,
all right, so
isn't there something for attacking them before they act in combat?
Yeah, I was supposed to
You're
say
an
that.
assassin, right?
Oh, you're an assassin. That's right. So this will be considered an auto crit. So just roll the damage. Start with the regular damage, as this is the assassin's bread and butter right here.
Okay, so D8. Let's go. D8 rolls an 8 plus 4, which is, oh my god, I can't do this math right now. 8 plus 4 is 12.
Okay, 12. Now roll your sneak attack.
All right, 2d6s. Okay, 1. Well, that one rolled a 1. That's sad. 2 is 3, so that's 4 on the d6s. So 12, 4, 16 altogether.
16 damage. Very good. And because you're an assassin, this will be considered an auto crit. You specialize in attacking from the surprise position, which means you're going to take the maximum possible roll on all of your damage dice on top of it. So you rolled a d8 and 2d6, yes?
Yes. Okay.
So you're going to add 8 and then 12. So you're going to add an additional 20 damage to the roll. That spider, you take your arrow. You know, Ciel is pretty good at this. Lyragoth is pretty good at this. But this is what you do. And you've been trained to kill from the surprise or the stealth with the unaware enemy. And you aim right below the thorax. Loose your arrow. It sinks deep into the vitals, killing the spider in one blow. It didn't know anything hit it before it was dead.
Poor spider. At the same time, Star's just like, yeah, great. One of those things out of this world. Okay, good.
Fantastic. You have a movement and a bonus action left, my friend.
All right. I am guessing I'm going to move a little bit closer because I don't think I have everything's blocked with spider webs.
God, you want to go this way?
Sure. Yeah,
All right. Behind that tree. Okay, 30 feet. Would you like to re-enter stealth as a bonus action or do something else with your bonus action?
I will re-enter stealth. I forget.
All right, roll me another stealth check.
All right, D20 then. Okay. Come on, D20. 17 plus 10 is 27.
The creatures in their surprise look behind them, see the spider dead, try and look for the person who shot their spider, and and there's nothing there. It's like a ghost killed it from the shadows. That's all that could be explained.
Yep.
All right, well done, Star. These insectoid creatures are surprised. Terrence, you're surprised by how fast your enemies are, or your allies are, which will bring us to the top of the second round, proper initiative. This giant spider, what's it going to do? Boy, Lyragoth. It looks up at Lyragoth, and it's going to shoot a bolt of web up at Lyragoth and attempt to web it, or web her. This bolt of webbing shoots up at Lyragoth, wraps itself around Lyragoth, restraining her, and she is going to fall 25 feet to the ground, restrained and prone, taking 5 points of damage. Webbing wraps around, tangles her wings, and she falls to the ground, hard into the ground. And the spider is going to just basically move to be on top of Lyragoth. Ciela, what do you do?
I'm shooting that fucking spider.
Go for it. Okay, spider.
That is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit. Roll me some damage.
9 damage.
9 additional damage. As the spider approaches Lyragoth, mandibles up, fangs out, ready to sink its teeth into Lyragoth. An arrow comes out of the wood, shoots it, and it falls over dead before it can reach the spider, or before it can reach the dragon.
Okay. And for my second attack, I'm going to Horde Breaker those two guys again.
Fuck yeah, go for it. Love that shit.
17.
17 will hit.
Five plus 5, 10 damage.
10 damage. Okay, I'll just add it to the first one. It is looking bloodied at this point.
The second one is a 28 to hit.
It will hit.
And another 10 damage.
Another 10 damage. Okay, you're shooting into these guys. They're still looking pretty good. They're still looking pretty good in the fight, but they are riddled with arrows in this moment. They're definitely have a larger constitution than the standard spider. All right, is there anything else?
No.
No. Okay, Lyra Goth is going to spend her action to try and break free of the webbing. Let's see. Yeah. With a 14, Lyra Goth stretches her wings as hard as she can and moves her claws out of the way and tears through the webbing, freeing herself, in which she is going to stand up for half speed, and she's going to fly 30 feet straight up into the air. Keep away from the enemies below. That's going to bring us to Aoife. Aoife, what would you like to do?
I was just thinking about that.
Star, you're on deck.
I'm on deck?
It means you're next.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baseball.
You know, I was thinking about entangling them. I just don't think it's going to last that long. So we're going to moonbeam.
Moonbeam, the druid's bread and butter. Or some of them, anyway. You want to try and hit these two guys?
I would love to hit those two guys.
The horse whinnies in surprise as a beam of pure moonlight of silvery light radiantly shines down and burns the grass below and around these creatures. Very nice. Anything else?
Nope. When it's their turn, we'll do they got to roll for it.
Exactly. All right, we'll take care of that in just a moment. Right after Star's turn. Star, you are up to bat, my assassinating friend. What would you like to do?
Let's hit the one that hasn't been hit.
Yeah, this guy's like, whoa, what about me, guys? Come on, man, I'm dangerous too.
He's only got hit once.
Go for it. Make me a little strike.
All right.
I will say, Star, if you want to, I have no problem with you running up to it and still counting your stealth for it. Like if you sort of ambush out of stealth, I'm okay with that if you want to enter melee and still get the stealth.
Yeah, I was gonna do melee because it's a better option for him.
Okay, do you want to drop your bow and draw a short sword?
I know it's gonna take a turn, isn't it?
It's completely free to drop a weapon, but it does take a free action to draw a weapon. So you'll still get the melee, you just won't get a bonus action yet. Or a bonus action strike yet, anyway.
You know what? Let's just see if I can hit him again with a crossbow. Let's see if I can.
Okay, you stick to the crossbow. Go for it.
All right. So I rolled 11 plus 7, which is 18.
That will definitely hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Roll an 8. Dice. Where's the 8 dice? There's the 8 dice. All right. And because I'm still in stealth. Wait, still a sneak attack?
Yes. If you have advantage, or if an ally is within 5 feet, you'll always get sneak attack.
I don't think they've acted in combat yet either.
No, not yet.
Not really. 5 is the...
I mean, isn't that another instant crit?
I'm gonna double check, but maybe.
Oh, God. 5.
Rogues are deadly.
Well, I'll just roll a d6s and find out what I get there.
Mm-hmm.
You have
'cause you
advantage on
already
attack
hit.
rolls against any creatures you haven't taken a turn in combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised as a critical hit.
Yep.
Since we have exited the surprise round, that wouldn't be quite unfortunate.
Gotcha.
All right, so the total damage for this guy is 18.
18? Good God. This guy is definitely bloody now. You fire and it shoots right into his chest. A little bulbous, massive web actually sort of flows out alongside with blood as you shoot him in the chest. And he grabs onto it painfully and sort of in your direction. What would you like to do? Bonus action movement.
Run away.
Run away! You want to go back where you went from?
Yep.
All right, you want to enter stealth?
Yes.
Stealth check. Go for it.
So, D20. 17 plus 10 is 27.
This guy's like shot in the chest. He's like, "Hey!" And you're gone again. Basically, this guy's like, we're gonna go attack from this side. They're like, no, we're not. There's nobody over there. So these arrows are just coming out of the woods. They have no idea who or what. They're like, there must be an army of thousands. Is there anything else, Star?
No, that's it. I'll just stay here and twiddle my thumbs for a bit.
Got it. All right. It's time for them to meet the moon. Aoife, why don't you let me know? They need to make wisdom saves, right? Or con saves? It's
Con
con.
save for 14.
Right. First one fails. Second one succeeds. Go ahead and roll damage. Seven. Okay, first guy's going to take that full 7. Second guy's going to take the 3. They look at each other and they don't speak a language, but if they did, they'd go, maybe we should stop standing next to each other at this point. You know, it's, yeah, probably not working out for us. And they're gonna fucking run off. This one sees a fucking dragon. He's gonna run over here, and he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna look up in the air and go and shoot webbing up into the air at Lyragoth again, because it worked so well the first time. But this time it misses. Lyragoth was ready and flaps the wing out of the way, and the ball of web shoots past. This guy is going, and he's gonna go come and running after all of you. He's gonna run over to here. He's gonna take the dash action. Get to here. This one. What the fuck do I do? Okay. I'll run too. I'll go running too. Is gonna run to here. I think is going to try something a little different. Arrow Lady's really mean. So, and she's the only one who's, to his mind, has hurt anybody yet. So, is going to take a disadvantage web attack against you at long range. That's a natural 1. So we're gonna roll a little something extra here. And the webbing, like, hits his buddy in the back, but it's too much of a scathe to actually, like, fully web him. And the other guy turns around and goes at his buddy in anger for having been webbed. Terrence Marigold Jr., it is your turn. What do you do?
It is my turn. Let's see here. Could keep my distance, but no, I'll engage the first insectoid.
It runs in 20 feet with zeal and purpose. What do you do?
I'll run in. I'm going to use my bonus action to shield bash.
Hey, go for it.
All right, that is what, contested athletics.
Test athletics. That's a natural 1.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Hey, you! This guy goes flying around the entire planet, makes its way all the way back around, and falls prone in front of you.
All right, now I'm gonna try and take this ugly bug out.
Who you calling ugly?
Oh, you heard that?
No, I don't speak your language.
That's roll a 20 and a 19.
Hey, that'll do just fine. Roll me some damage.
Okay.
Like a crit 20?
Yeah, like a crit 20.
Yeah, all right.
It's 1d6 plus 2, so an extra 6 for the crit.
Yep.
And a 4, so 12 damage.
12 damage. He'll take that 12 damage as you bash into this strange creature. It seems to still be alive, but it is hurting. It is bloodied.
All right, I'll end my turn there.
All right, fantastic. That's going to bring us back to the very dead spiders, which you don't need to worry about. Ciela.
I'm going to fire an arrow at the guy that is trying to shoot webs at my dragon.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
That is
My dragon.
another 28.
We'll hit. God damn, guys.
And that is 9 damage.
9 damage.
And because I'm dumb, I forgot to cast hunter's mark on it. But that's okay. I'll take it my second attack at the same guy.
You're going, buzz, buzz, buzz. You're like, this just isn't hitting like usual. And you go, oh, right. And then you put a little hunter's mark on at this point. If you want it, of course.
Yeah. And that is a 13 to hit.
13 just hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
And that is 7 plus 5, 12 damage. Plus
That
D6,
is a...
plus D6,
You got
right?
it. Oh yeah, he's gone. You got him. This X1 you fire and it goes right into the side of the head and the creature falls dead as dead could be. It had quite the constitution about it, but you defeat it.
Cocksucker.
Of course, the staple. Lyra Goth has not recovered her acid breath, but she's still going to do what a dragon does. And he's going to swoop and bite. Goes, yeehaw! Fortunate Sun begins to play as Lyra Goth goes into a dive. Or Fortune Sun, excuse me. Flies down, curls the wings into a dive, and open her teeth up. Acid spills down her teeth. She's gonna try and take a bite. That is going to be a 13, which just hits. Lands on top of the creature. Is going to do 6 damage of piercing bite damage and an additional 2 acid damage. The creature is not quite dead, but Lyra Goth is going to land right here and confront the enemy. That will bring us to Aoife's turn. What do you do, Aoife?
I'm gonna take my moonbeam and I'm gonna put it on the one that Lyra Goth is fussing with right now.
Fair enough. Lyra Goth lets out this draconic hiss at the creature, and this beam of moonlight burns its way across the battlefield and envelops the nasty little bug. Anything else?
Honest, everyone seems to be pretty healed up, so yeah, I'm gonna just sit here and fry him.
Aoife takes out her teacup and sips on it and goes, oh, moonbeam over there, yes. It goes back to sipping her tea. Incredible. Star, what would you like to do? The battle is quickly moving in toward the favor of your allies. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess I better sneak over there and see if we can finish this guy off.
All right, if you want to 30 feet over here, you can see this very fucked enemy. And then this other one that Terrence literally has bent over. What would you like to do?
Wait, I thought he was dead.
Oh no, not yet.
Not quite. I will say it is harder to shoot somebody laying on the ground than it is somebody standing up.
Oh man, but we already got the moonbeam on it. He's
Yeah, I
probably
know.
gonna die.
You could cunning action.
dash.
Yeah, you could cunning. You wouldn't get right into melee, but you could. Hey, you could take the shot.
Yeah, let's get as close as we can and cutting action and get it up there, and let's see if we can shoot this guy down.
Oh, you could feline agility your ass up there if you wanted to on top of it.
Oh yeah, that's right too. Yeah.
Okay, you take a cunning action dash, you feline agility, so you're gonna now have 120 feet this round.
Mhm.
You tear up there. Do you want to drop your bow and draw a weapon?
Sure. Wait.
You
so,
drop the bow on the way. You draw your short sword. Now that you reach it while prone on the ground, you're gonna have advantage for a nice stab. Go for it.
The worst part is if this doesn't work. Oh god damn it. 6 plus 7 is oh my god.
13.
13, yes. Will it hit?
Does a 13 hit? A 13 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You get sneak attack.
All right. Oh, and sneak attack. Oh shoot. Oh, this guy's he's getting murdered.
That's right. I mean, you're an
That's
assassin. That's your
That's
job,
true.
dude.
All right.
It's what you do.
I just rolled 3 dice to make it over with. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 5. 8 is 5 is 13 plus 4.
17.
There you go.
Very
Oh,
nice, 17. So Terrence, you bash this one over, you clobber it in the chest. Suddenly, out of the brush, like a black bolt, like a black flash of death. You see the feline form of Star casting the bow to the side, leaps into the air, Assassin's Creed style, pulls the sword over his head, and stabs it deep into the chest, killing it at your feet.
Yeah, dead.
Yeah. You have 55 feet of movement left if you want to spend it.
There's no point. I'm just gonna stand there being grossed
Would
out.
you like to
like
run
a-
several circles around Terrence as your energy, let your energy out?
basically just like do that and also
Star
be
gets
like
the zoomies.
It was a blur.
Like a little tornado forms around Terrence. And Terrence is sent flying into the air. No, I'm kidding.
well, no, I think Star's just gonna be like, bug guts. Ew, ew.
It's like a little bit of webbing in there too, as you stabbed it in the chest where its web sack sits.
Web
Yeah, no, he's gonna be even more distraught.
Gross.
What do you think
Star
that big
turns around and
bulbous thing is
vomits.
right under its neck? In the art.
No, I understand. I hadn't thought about it, and I was fine having not thought about it. Is all I'm saying.
What the
No,
web
Star's
gizzard?
gonna be grossed out. He's gonna be like, "This is gonna
Nature is
take
beautiful
a
and
long
gross."
time. It's gonna take a long time getting this out of my fur. This sucks. It's gross."
Yeah, your fur's feeling really sticky and goopy, and you're like, ugh. Web
It's
fluid.
vomit.
All right.
Yeah,
If that is all, it's going to bring us to our last and unfortunate guy who's like, well, is this it? Is that what my life has culminated to?
I guess I'll
I'm gonna
just
try to
die.
feed myself and my family, and now I'm being attacked by a fucking dragon and his friends. All right, let's see if it is. Oh, rolls a natural 19. Goes, perhaps not. He-Man! And is going to resist some of the damage. Go ahead and roll me a moonbeam. He-Man.
It was a 10, so he takes 5.
5 damage. Hanging on for dear life, he goes, I have the power! And with 1 hit point, he's hanging on, and is going to unleash a multi-attack on Lyragoth.
Oh my god.
Rude.
And step to the right a little bit so that the burn doesn't hurt quite as much. Because before I die, I shall slay a dragon. I shall be known as Ick, the Dragon Slayer. And is going to attack. A 14 comes in and slashes at Lyragoth with a 14. It bounces off Lyragoth's hard scale exterior and goes, damn these beasts! And is going to attack with its teeth. This time it will hit with a natural 18. It goes, ha-ha! Have at thee! And Lyragoth is going to take 6 points of damage. Of piercing damage, and an additional 2 poison damage. Lyragoth is going to make a Constitution saving throw, and fail that Constitution saving throw, being poisoned. Lyragoth is like gets bit and sort of hisses angrily at her enemy, and then you see Lyragoth begins to wobble, unbalanced, dazed. You think Lyragoth may have been poisoned by this creature. That brings us to Terrence. What do you do, Terrence?
What do I do?
Oh,
I'm gonna wipe that last bug off the planet, if you don't mind, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt.
go for it.
That is 24.
24.
Don't even have
Go
to
and roll damage. That'll absolutely hit.
$18 radiant damage.
18 radiant damage. Understood. Give me half a second here. This is important. It's very important.
Do you just explode it? Cause didn't it only have like one hit point or something? Something about dying a dragon slayer.
I think it's like 2 hit points.
Hang on, the internet isn't working with me here. You shoot this guiding bolt into his chest. He goes, and this radiant flame bursts over him, very much hurt, nearly dead. And he goes, "Not for his mouth had it the ability of life to thank you. He never gave commandment for their death, but since so jumped upon his bloody question. You from the Polack wars, you from England, are here arrived, give orders that these bodies high on a stage be placed to the view, and let me speak to the yet unknown world how these things came about. So shall you hear. Good night, sweet prince." And he dies.
Only all we hear is.
Yeah, but all you guys hear is.
I had no idea. I had no idea it was a thespian.
In another life, he was a great actor. Oh. I was trying so hard to find that last monologue. The internet did not want me to have it.
Are we still in initiative, or can I make?
No. You guys did it. You killed all the bad guys. No initiative's all done.
I'd like to make a medicine check on Lyra Gorn, please.
Also, I have one question.
Lyra Goth. Damn it, sorry.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Because Lyra Goth is a venom dragon, shouldn't they not? Acid dragon, shouldn't they not get poisoned?
It's acid, not poison.
Poison's a different condition.
Poison.
22.
Yeah, poison's a different condition. 22. You go over to Lyra Goth. Lyra Goth's
green dragons.
Stumbling, shaking her head, and you see that in this moment, Lyra Goth does begin to look better, and their draconic constitution does manage to override the poison. It was a very minor, sort of debilitating poison, nothing lethal. And Lyra Goth actually looks to be back in good health almost immediately.
I'll throw a healing word at her then.
Okay, go ahead and roll the heals. Love that.
For 9.
For 9 will do just fine. Oh man, where is it? Where's my? Hang on, I'm trying to get us our good music back. Where's it's called Frontier something. Oh well, we'll do Green Road. Okay. Yeah, you heal Lyra Goth and Lyra for 9 heals. And it looks a lot better. A couple scrapes and bruises still remain, but is in quite good health. And Lyra Goth kind of like looks up at you, and the wounds sort of heal, and kind of like takes a less defensive posture near you, and the wings sort of furl in, kind of stands up straight. I want to see if I can get a. Come on, do it. Do the thing. It looks at you and goes, Vincent. And sort of just kind of goes back to wandering around the battlefield. Maybe making its way over to the horses, just kind of like looking at you.
I
guess
guess
looking, Ciela. And
I
you,
guess I'm supposed
all
to
of you,
heal
I
the
guess.
horses, huh? Because they're not dead yet.
No, they're not dead yet, but they're laying there sort of with those like heavy, stressed, anxious breaths.
I'll go through some heals on them.
I will.
Yep.
I will too. I'll help you out.
All right. If each of you puts one spell slot on each of them, they should be good enough to walk again. Not fully healed, but good enough to walk again.
All right.
Perfect.
Nice one.
Roll one.
Rolled a 9 a second time in a row, so
8 healing.
8 healing. Fantastic. That horse sort of stumbles back to its feet, as does yours, Aoife. Their reins and harnesses have been destroyed, but the horses are quite alive still.
And I'll take a minute and talk to them and let them know they're okay and such before we get them to go back.
Yeah, make me a animal handling or persuasion check at advantage, your choice.
Animal handling, please. All right. That is a 19. 22.
22. Yeah, they were definitely startled by the amount of action and violence and loud noises going on and by the stress of being pulled in. But as you sort of talk and pat the mane and speak easily to them, they calm and they leave the anxiousness behind, and they seem to be like in much better sorts and willing to follow.
All right. I guess we should get back on the road.
Agreed.
Yeah. If you guys escort these fine steeds back and once more disguise your dragon to her pissiness, if I'm being quite honest. You guys make your yeah. Like, come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. You managed to get her back into her disguise. She goes, "Must I wear this disguise forever?"
No, when we get to where we're going, we can hang out around outside the city and you can be yourself.
Okay.
But if you're in the city near other people, you gotta be disguised.
And we'll follow you. We'll follow you as you go. Fantastic. You guys make your way back with the horses. You guys are going to find who was it? Who was the one who wanted his horses back? Oh yeah, the hopper guy, whatever his name is. Yeah, you guys find Sulsteg the pole. Oh, no, wrong person. Summerdag the hopper, and he goes, "Oh, thank you, you brought me my horses back. I thank you so very much. I will, I have all the reins. I will purchase them from around camp. You are very good at what you do. If you ever need anything, please let the hopper know." Yes. Okay, thank you. We should keep on the road now. And goes to again harnessing his horses again and reins them back to the cart. And just like that, the train is back on the way, thanks to all of you and your combat prowess.
Fiola's gonna grumble. All those other guards are fucking useless.
Not as good as you. Well, I will say, like, along the way, when it comes to like smaller things like skittish wolves and like hunting, and even some instances of banditry along the road, your guards are taking care of those stuff sort of off screen. But like these much bigger issues, you guys are definitely the people to call on.
Wait, I have a question. Is still Bob around?
He goes, "Yeah, I'm still here. What will you ask? Do you need me for something? You want helps in some way?" No. Oh, okay. I'll just go back over here.
You're still around.
I'll just go back to writing love letters to that woman from our village when I was a kid. And Bob continues to be pathetic. All right. Poor Bob. Life just wasn't good for Bob. Life is just a little harder for Bob. Okay. All right.
I'm just sad we'll never see Puke again.
Poor Puke. Hey, you never know. It's a big world.
Come back and haunt us.
He's in Waterdeep running a little shop.
Hail the tubes!
The pie maker.
Yeah, maybe he's a pie maker.
He's behind the curtain pretending to be Tiamat. He's in charge of the cult.
Yeah. Puke was Tiamat. It was lucky you guys didn't decide to enter combat with Puke.
It's a Wizard of Oz scenario.
Exactly. Puke is always there, always watching. Okay, as you guys continue to travel along the day, Your carts make their way to the front as everyone's like, "Oh yeah, get the carts up there. They're the ones with the good sergeants and the good bodyguards. They know how to let's put them at the front." You guys are quickly moved to the front of the train and continue on your way for the rest of the day. You guys will get a short rest before what happens next.
Oh boy.
As your caravan rounds the bend in the road, you guys see a human head sitting in the middle of the road about 100 feet ahead. Into which, whoa, the carts hold up as there's just this human head in the middle of the road. And we'll say, Lay will look at Star and Terrence goes, Sergeants, he's Scottish. Sergeants, would you be so kind as to see what the hell is going on? Why there's a head in the middle of the road?
This seems like a trap.
There's no body attached to it?
Just seems to be like a head, like it's, like if this is the ground, this is the head, and it's just like sitting in the middle of the road.
Okay.
This seems like a trap.
Could be someone who's just buried.
Make a perception check.
I'll do it too.
Is this head alive? 12.
Well, tough to say, Terrence. That it's a little far off for you to get anything discernible.
I got 14.
It's tough to say, Star. It's a head in the middle of the road. It's a little too far for you guys to make out anything extra about it. But you guys can try and approach if you wish.
I'm gonna primeval.
You spend a minute focusing on the primeval powers around you. You recognize that is indeed a living humanoid.
Okay. He's alive!
He's alive!
Is there anybody else in the area, though? Other than the caravan?
No, just the one individual.
Okay. Still calling this a trap.
Yeah, let's approach with caution.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 of you are approaching. Your guards will like back you up if you want. Like, should we stay with? Or let me pick an actual guard.
Yeah, not Bob.
Yeah, Terrence, you're not Bob. No, fuck Bob. Orvustia, the sort of novice warrioress who has joined, comes to you. Goes, Sergeant Terrence. Would you like us to stay with the cart, or should we come with you? There's rumor around camp that you guys don't think we're pulling our weight, so I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to be helpful and to do the best I can do.
You are doing perfect. You stay with the cart. Keep an eye on us. If this is some kind of an ambush or something, then you'll be our reinforcements. How does that sound?
That sounds just great, Sergeant Terrence. That sounds just whatever you need.
Okay. You stay safe. And then I'll go in there.
Okay, bye. And she'll stay with the cart. And she'll stand dutifully at the side of your patron. Shield and mace out. You can approach cautiously. All of you are going with?
Yeah.
When we get within 30 feet, I'm going to use Detect Evil and Good.
You get within 30 feet. You send out the Detect Evil and Good. Nothing seems to ping. No desecration, no consecration, no strange creatures.
Can I just call out to it and just be like, hey, are you alive?
The head moves. Sort of. Hello? I can't turn my head around. Who's there? Please don't hurt me.
Okay, well, he's clearly alive, guys.
How'd you get there?
We'll be there in a second, but what's your name?
Please, do you have any water? Can I have some water, please?
Name first.
Okay. Let me just look through the module. Fuck, they really just don't give anything to you up front. Because my name is Carlon Jesus Christ. My name is Carlon oh my god. Arnefel. My name is Carlin Arnefel.
Okay, we're coming over. We're gonna bring you some water. And but no funny business.
I'm gonna draw my bow just to be safe.
Okay, sure. You draw your bow and point it at the head, point blank. It's not moving. defenseless. Star, you approach, and as you get within 10 feet, Star, you're going to notice that, and you kind of come around, and you see this man who looks very like gaunt, very dehydrated. You notice that painted across his forehead, it says the words Oathbreaker.
Oh. Oh God. Oh no. Okay. Well, we're still gonna give you water. We're gonna get you out of there.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna have to have a talk.
Of course. Just please. I'm so thirsty.
So Star just pulls out his satchel of water and just kind of gives him water, and then he starts digging them out.
Here, I can help you with that. I'll mold earth.
If the two of you can make me medicine checks, please.
Medicine checks.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, let's see.
Ooh.
5.
21.
21. With your great expertise, Terrence, the ground is excavated carefully so as not to harm this very weakened man, and water is provided in small amounts so as not to overwhelm his body. And he's quickly begins to recover and is extracted from the earth. This man is wearing nothing but his loincloth. You'll also notice that he has a tattoo on his shoulder of a harp with a moon in the background that you'd all recognize as the symbol of the Harpers.
Ooh.
And he sort of gets out and he sort of sits there and he drinks and he goes, "Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much." And he starts like rubbing his head, trying to get the shit off of his face. And as I've been there for quite a while. I will say though, it does take about 2 hours to excavate him. He is buried, and if you're doing it carefully, you don't want to hurt him. It takes about 2 hours to get him out, but you do. And he goes, "Thanks so much." And he just sits there and he drinks some water and allows himself to like move his body around and begin to recover slowly.
Are they the ones that did this to you? And I'll point at his tattoo.
He goes, "Yeah, listen, I did admittedly break my oath, so they were not entirely wrong. I was promised to marry a woman, but I broke off the engagement because I discovered that her father and her brothers were all bandits, and I was expected to join them, and I didn't want anything to do with that, so they buried me and left me in the road."
And what was your oath?
To marry this woman. I swore that I would marry her. We were engaged to be married.
So the Harpers that put you in here.
What was that?
It wasn't the Harpers that put you in there.
The Harpers?
Hoppers.
Harpers.
Yeah.
Papa.
Oh, now I recognize it. No. Because I don't recognize... I mean, I've heard of the Harpers, but I don't know. I'm not a Harper.
That tattoo says otherwise.
Oh, I just was recommended to me by a friend, and I just kind of got it.
Something's not adding up. You want to go back in the ground?
Is just really quick before, is anybody openly wearing? Because I know someone here joined the Harpers when it was offered by Lee. Eravir did. Okay, Eravir's not here. Never mind. He goes, "Look, I told you the whole story. I was buried by my father-in-law to be. That's all there is to it."
Can I? Do I think he's telling the truth? Can I
Make me an insight check.
That's 17 on the dice.
Nice.
Plus 6. 23.
23. It sounds like he's telling the truth, and he speaks with earnestly, and he looks you in the eye, but like the coincidence that he happens to just have the exact symbol of the Harpers tattooed on his shoulder. It would be an incredible coincidence to have that tattoo, and to not understand its affiliation, or have it had it been explained to him in the past, given his age. But he speaks to you earnestly, and he makes eye contact, and he speaks with confidence in his words. He's either a very good liar or a great idiot. But you do recall, the Harpers are a very secretive group of individuals.
I'm wondering if I talk to him in Steve's camp, would that work?
You could try.
He specifically didn't want to be a thief.
I know, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't think it's pointful.
Well, here's the thing: is Thieves' Cant is disguised language. So the thing with Thieves' Cant is you could go up to anybody. You can go up to like the captain of the guard and speak in Thieves' Cant at them, and they won't know unless they know. You know?
Yeah.
It's coded language. So you could speak to him in Thieves' Cant. If he doesn't know, there's no consequence. If he does know, then you'll learn something.
I just don't think there's anything I could say that would make him spill the beans, per se. But I'll try anyway.
When Aravier recovers from the vapors, maybe they can have a talk.
Yeah. Okay.
Might be more fruitful discussion.
Well, the answer to here, maybe we could just, for now, keep him in the caravan, because he's gonna have to travel with us. He can't leave him out here.
He's gonna have to travel in a wagon. I do a medicine check on him? Based on your description, he wouldn't be able to walk.
He's recovered at this point, enough so to walk, and he will continue to do so as the days come. He had a couple of levels of exhaustion, but the water immediately alleviated one, and he'll recover the rest in due time.
Yeah.
I'll throw a lesser restoration on him.
Okay, you throw a lesser restoration.
Wait,
that doesn't cure exhaustion, just so you know.
No, that's right. I'm sorry.
No problem.
I forgot, so never mind.
No worries, that's greater. He goes, well, thank you. I'm gonna have to find a way to get myself some clothes and food, but I'll manage. You've done a great service for me, thank you. Yeah.
Is there anywhere you can go?
Yeah, I have a lot of friends in Waterdeep. It seems like your train is traveling in that direction. I'd love to tag along. Get to the safety of the city.
We could take you there.
All right, thank you. He kind of stands up. Despite his condition, he seems to be in relative good shape. Physically speaking, muscular. More agile than strong, but yeah. And he makes his way back to the carriage, and he'll join the carriage.
Before you go, what's your name?
Amethel. Carlon Amethel. I'll put that in the chat.
Okay. Take care of yourself, Carlon.
Yeah, thanks. I'll be around camp. Yeah, thank you. He'll make his way back with all of you, and as you get there, a number of the merchants will have gathered, and they'll look at you all and go, "So, what happened? Who is he? What he's a buried person?"
He's fine.
Seems to be.
He's just had a bad day. Someone thought it was funny to leave him in the dirt. Don't worry about it.
Really?
Yep.
I'll just kind of, oh, that's old fellow, I guess. I don't, just buried
Yeah,
in the dirt.
yeah, just cruel jokes. Some bandits buried him in the dirt. They took all his clothing. Don't worry about it.
Considering what we've been through today, I'll take a little bit of the mundane.
Yeah. So yeah, don't
So,
worry about it.
that's fun. Yeah, that's Felro the silent. He'll just kind of nod and go back about his business. Leah, your two patron goes, is what it is, I suppose. There's nothing to be done. The fellows, what do we make these trains for? It kind of goes back to his business. And then the one elf brother is like to his buddy, to his brother, and his brother goes, well, if he is to be joining, it is unfortunate. Things happen on the road, bandits and such. If you all think it's fine, then who are we to disbelieve your kind and good judgment? Very well, best be getting on the road again. And with that, the train continues with this new friend. We'll add him up. There he is. Look at him. He's at camp. Incredible. Good job, guys. You guys are such fucking heroes. We love it. Okay. And with that, the day will come to an end. The day continues with mundanity, and you may all get a long rest. Day 29 goes by. Day 30 comes around, which will have a rest day, where the beasts have a chance to rest, and all of you, get some rest around camp and hang out here and there. And on day 31, you guys are going to make your way past the city of Daggerford. It is a small walled city. And you guys take a stop there where a couple of merchants are exchanged here and there. The trader that you saved on the road from the ambush of the hobgoblins comes to each of you and goes, thank you very much. I am going to be stopping at Daggerford. I am more than happy to purchase your horses from you at this point, if you are so willing. And you think that I have done a good job maintaining the fine beasts. They have served me quite well, and I hope I have served them well.
I'm fine with it. Are you?
I'm gonna need to speak with the horses first.
I was about to say, don't we have
That's a good idea. Let's go talk to the horses. We'll be right back.
Very well. I know what they'll say. Something along the lines of nay or a deep sigh or some such. And he'll stay and continue to talk to you, Star, and he doesn't get it. He's like, are they really gonna? They're gonna ask the horses, and the horses. What are the horses going to? They're gonna like look if they like wiggle their head enough, or what?
I have no idea, man. They talk to them. I swear. I just don't know what they're saying to them.
I'll never understand clerics and druids. You guys go over. You're doing a little speak with animals action.
Yeah.
Yep, you do a speak with animals action. You walk up to the cart. They've been reined in. They do clearly look in better health after these last couple days. And they go, hello, it's nice to see you again.
Good to be seen. What do you think of this man?
Oh, nicer than Old Master. Old Master hurt us. But I feel better these last couple days. Just like all the other horses.
Good. How would you feel about leaving with this guy?
He's nicer than Old Master. Old Master is very mean. But the new Master seems to be nicer. No more whip, which is nice. I didn't like the whip.
I didn't either. Okay, I'll let him know he's about to leave the caravan and presumably head off to his own shop.
Oh, well, thank you. We were being very hurt and we were very sad, and things have been nicer since you were here.
Thank you.
The horse sort of like pushes its nose into your chest.
It's okay. I hug the horse.
You give the horse a hug and sort of maybe scratch down his neck and goes, oh, that feels nice. Meanwhile, Aoife, you can speak to the horse, but it can't speak back, but you can interpret quite well. Is there anything that you would say to the horse?
Yeah, I would. A lot of it's just checking in and making sure that they feel comfortable with this new person. And if I get the sense that they feel comfortable, then
make an animal handling check.
13, I think it's a +6. So +3, so 16.
16. As you speak about the idea, you go up to the horse and you say like, you know, we hope this new master is nicer than the last one. We're gonna leave you with this new master probably. You look to be taken care of. I hope that you're okay with it. And as you speak of the concept of the horse staying with this new master, it doesn't seem agitated by that. It doesn't sort of like shake out or become restless. It remains calm and at ease, and it similarly pushes very gently the front of its head into your chest, and it seems at calm and at ease and at peace with this new master.
All right, I think they can go. We'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you return, the trader goes, yes, how are the steeds? Do they find themselves in good company?
I'd say so.
Very good. I'm glad to hear. Very well, then we will make our purchase final. And he is going to give each of you a bag of 75 gold pieces to pay for the riding horses.
Sick.
Wait, 75 for all
I'm
of
glad
us?
that they're happy. No, it's just the Terrence and
No.
Aoife. As they claim responsibility and dealt with their upkeep and loaned them out and fed them for a time, there will be considered a deal between Terrence and Aoife. Goes very well. With that, I believe our business is concluded. Each horse paid for the market sum, and we will be taking our leave. Thank you very much for your business and for your timely rescue so many days ago. Maybe we'll meet on the road, and I can pay you back again one day.
Possibly. And no whips. They don't like
No
whips.
no whips. Never had a thing for them. I come from a place far to the south where, well, people are not treated as well as they are up here. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, have yourselves a lovely voyage, and may your path be watched by the gods. He will ride astride his carriage. He'll take his guards with him, along with his 2 new steeds, and they will ride into Daggerford proper to hopefully peddle his wares.
I feel all right about that.
Yeah. I'm sure this isn't the last time we've seen him.
Incredible.
I do.
As you guys,
that other fella.
oh, keep going. Sorry.
I was just sort of musing as to whatever happened to the other fella,
Other fella?
the one that got taken back for being a dick to the horses. I mean, we're probably never going to find out, but I'm always going to be curious.
Yeah, I don't know. He said they were taking him back to his father. And they split off from the caravan, right? He's not with us.
You know, they went
No,
someplace else, didn't they?
They went back to Baldur's Gate under the scrutiny of his 2 guards that you sort of turned to the light.
Maybe if we ever get back to Baldur's Gate, we might find out.
I don't know what makes someone so mean-spirited, but I'm glad we could fix it.
I don't know if we fixed him from being mean-spirited.
No, but we fixed the damage he did to the horses.
Yeah, at least did our best. They'll have a better life.
They will. How much longer do you think we got on the road? I figure we're about halfway, three-quarter way there.
It's a good question.
Either of you can make an insight or survival check, just sort of talking with the people in the caravan and making a guesstimation.
Okay. Both of mine are good. Say insight. 15.
15.
15.
With a 15, excellent. With a 15, you guys would know from talking around the camp and such, your caravan is making very good time, in no small part perhaps to the skill of its sergeants and bodyguards. And you guys are going to be arriving well ahead of schedule. Daggerford is actually quite close to Waterdeep, and you're only about 10 days out.
Oh.
Yep, this was supposed to be a 2 to 3 month voyage, but you guys are going to get there in a month and a half.
Well, that
Maybe
is.
we should drag this out a little bit longer. I'm getting paid like 12 gold a week.
Oh no, look at all the wheels broke. Oh fuck. It's too bad. No. Right, incredible. As you guys are there at Daggerford, and some of the caravanners are exchanging, some people are going into Daggerford to stay, others are coming to join the caravan. All of you, of course, have been keeping a close eye on the dragon cult. You guys have all been purifying food, keeping an eye on them, seeing what's going on, and you're going to notice, well, along the journey, as you guys have been going in and out of inns and towns and cities and such, the dragon cult, of course, has been turning away everybody. Anybody who's like, oh, would you mind if we hired on to be a guard on your caravan or sit in the back of your caravan for the road? They say no to everybody. They're just like, no, get the fuck away, basically, for their 3 carts. Until today. You guys see an individual wearing a red wool cap and long red layered robes, slightly tattered at the base, with gold trim here and there. Talks to the teamsters and guards of the caravan, and they accept a small bag of coins from this individual, and he hops on the back of the cart. Yeah. And a couple other individuals find their way into it, but this would probably be the most notable thing that happens during this exchange. A couple other individuals, a couple humans, a gnome, maybe a couple dwarves join the caravan.
Is this in Daggerfall?
This is in Daggerford, yes.
Daggerford.
But this is nothing's unusual about this exchange, other than, of course, the addition of this new robed fellow, or at least his interaction with the dragon cult would be the exceptional piece. That this individual
he's
was
paying
allowed
to be here.
Yeah, well, everyone, this happens in other carts, like your cart, no doubt. Someone's gone up to your patron and been like, hey, can I sit in the back of your cart for the next 2 days? And he goes, sure, here, hand over a couple silver. This is not an unusual instance. What's unusual is the dragon cult has allowed this to happen, or those particular carriages have allowed this to happen, as they have turned away everybody until now.
All right.
Yeah, so not unusual to do,
on
unusual that the dragon cult's allowing it to happen now, at this point in the journey. All right. Okay. We shall continue. Continue the travels. That day goes by without an issue. These new people join up and you can make your way down the road, making your way ever closer to Waterdeep. Day 31 goes by without issue. On the morning of day 32, yeah. me a moment. Just making sure I'm acquainted with what happens next. Make an insight check, Terrence.
Oh, okay. $22.
Excellent. Over the course of today, you sort of take note of one of the members of the Cult of the Dragon, one of these disguised members of the Cult of the Dragon, is keeping a keen eye on you and is sort of watching you with interest, watching who you're talking to, sort of just keeps from afar, but has clearly got his eye on you, and you recognize him. Way back in Greenest, at the Greenest Dragon Cult camp, you saw this individual there. And maybe you passed a word with him at some point. Maybe you bumped into him and said sorry, and kept moving on your way. You recognized him, and you had a very short interaction with him where you two did lock eyes, and he just seems to have his eye on you as if he recognizes you.
Okay.
Watches where you eat, watches where you sit up to sleep, watches who you talks to.
Okay. Does he see me see him? Does he do we like lock eyes?
He notices everything you do. If you lock eyes with him, you'll know that he's very much watching your every move at this point.
Okay. That's fine. He can. And this guy's been on the trip the whole time?
Mm-hmm. But just seems to have, over the last couple days, maybe, recognized you.
Okay, I'll play dumb.
Okay. Got it. All right. As the day goes on, you guys are traveling along. You are traveling along, and you're on your horse, traveling away, and you don't know what happens, but something spooks your horse. And your horse suddenly rears and goes charging off. Terrence, I need you to make me an animal handling check. If you're proficient with land vehicles, you can make this at advantage.
Animal handling. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I... it's probably too quick to cast a spell. I was going to cast animal friendship.
It's a little fast. You're like trying to grab the reins and get your feet into the right thing. If you were to remove a hand to try and make a gesture, that would be it.
Okay. I'll do animal handling. Ooh, 24.
24. The horse is charging off its uneven grounds. If you were to fall from your horse, it would probably be a very dangerous blow to you in sort of this rocky hilled terrain that you found yourself in on the side of the road. But you managed to keep control of your horse, retain control of your horse, and calm it down.
Whoa. What's got you so spooked?
I'll say as part of your animal handling, as it begins to sort of walk back, you'll notice that there is a slight limp to its back leg, and you notice that there has been your horse's back leg. There's like a slash mark across its back leg.
Oh, well, I guess I'll hop off my horse and deal with that.
Yeah, I'll give a little medicine check, a little healing word. Either one will do.
Either one will do. I'll do a medicine check.
Go for
it. 8.
8. You do your best to bind that back leg and make sure it's okay. It's bleeding a little bit, but it'll probably limp for the remainder of the day, but it will it'll probably be good by morning.
Can I do a healing word anyway?
Yeah, you can do a healing word anyway, and the wound will seal itself back up. No check required. The wounds seem to be no more than. I'll just give this to you for free because of the mechanics of it. Healing word's a D4 plus your wisdom, right?
Yes.
A dagger is a D4 plus modifier. This was no more than a dagger slash, but clearly an intentional one.
Probably from the cultist that's been eyeing me down. You can cut me. Don't cut my horse. I guess I'll look around. I'll see if that cultist is looking.
Oh yeah, he's looking. Same sort of scowl that he's been carrying since you've noticed him.
Okay. That's fine. I'll get back on my horse and keep going.
Got it. He continues to keep his eye on you, but the day goes by without any further issue. May all get a long rest. Or actually, sorry, I might have mixed up my events. I would like everybody else. I would like everybody else to make an insight check. Terrence is a little busy today, but everybody else, go ahead and make an insight check. Or they may make a deception check as well, or instead if they want insight or deception.
Insight 16.
Okay. Only if you're trained in deception. Only if you're proficient or have expertise.
I was going to say whatever one is higher for me.
Up to you.
Deception for me would be 6 plus 13 is 19.
All right, everybody keep track of your totals. I'm going to go around to each of you. So, did anyone roll a 9 or less? Nope. Okay. Did anybody roll a 10 to 12? Aoife, this is what you noticed today as caravan's leaving. Amongst the people who have joined the caravan, you notice that there is a gnome who recently joined the caravan and seems to show interest in the human who joined the caravan at the same time that has gained passage with the cult wagon. The two of them aren't together, but during stops, the gnome often sidles up near enough to overhear anything the human might be saying. And she has also been spotted hovering near the cult wagon when the cultists are busy with tasks other than guarding the wagons closely. So you notice this gnome, and that she's been kind of keeping an ear on this human in the dragon cult. Give you some insight. She has brown leather boots. She has a number of pouches and a brown leather belt. She has a black hat, and she also has black leather pants and jerkin with sort of sort of embellished red sleeves. She carries with her a short sword, and she also has brown gloves. She's a mischievous-looking little fellow. I'll show you her mini if you want to see her. I found a very specific... Oh, where are you? Oh, there's the both of them, actually. So this is the gnome. And here's the traveler on the back of the dragon cult.
Yeah.
On the back, he's got a very Jafar kind of thing going, doesn't he?
A Jafar.
Or,
Business in the front, Jafar in the back.
right?
Very nice. Okay, who rolled a 13 to 15?
Oh wait, no, I got 16.
16? What did you... And Star, you got like a million. So Ciela and Star will notice the following on top of what Aoife noticed. You notice that the gnome shows an interest in you guys, the characters. She seems to have spoken... she speaks to you two here and there, She comes up to you and just says, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Asks you innocuous questions, commenting on the weather and such, just kind of very random questions. But she leaves the impression of being someone who flawlessly takes in every detail about people and her surroundings. She just seems to like very casually takes note of things and has an exceptional ability to recall those details. The last thing you two will notice is that both the robed traveler and the gnome have character knows that both the impression that going to silver as well. Just that you notice that the gnome notices that you guys are keeping an eye on her too. She's keeping it very close to the chest and she's hiding it well, but you two take note that she's keeping a certain level of deception about her, and she's sort of noticing you guys noticing her, but not being obvious about it. Is there anything that you guys would like to do on this day now that these two strange travelers have joined?
I'm gonna sit on the top of my caravan or like on top of my cart and just keep an eye on everything I can.
Got it. Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Anything for E1 Star?
I'm just gonna keep watching, and I don't think there's any point in me trying to steal because it would just uprise them a bit. So I don't want them to get more suspicious of us. So.
Understood. Okay. Yeah,
Sorry.
Terrence, I'll let you roll an insight or deception as well for this stuff too. I should let you roll in the first place.
Do insight?
Yeah, insight or deception, your choice. If you're trained in deception.
15.
15. You're gonna notice that. In fact, I'll say that's the reason CL and Star notice it is that the gnome comes up to you, Terrence, and says, "Oh, hello. How's it going? The name's Jamna Gleam Silver. Pleasure to meet you. You're one of the sergeants here."
Yeah. I actually think I got upgraded to personal bodyguard, but I'm pretty much doing the same thing.
Oh, I see. Well, you must be good at your job.
Yeah. I try to be. Don't we all?
Oh, absolutely. Well, how's the weather held on your journeys? Do you think it's going to be a good time getting there, or are you going to be drenched?
Honestly, we've had some pretty good weather, all things considered, except for the patch of mushrooms we had to stomp through. That
Patch of mushrooms.
Yeah, I'll never forget it. Yeah.
Must have some tail.
But other than that, we've had fantastic weather.
Glad to hear it. Yeah, and as she talks to you throughout the day, you'll also notice that she is someone who flawlessly takes in every detail and about people and her surroundings, and has a great recall of that. A keen mind, if you will. Fantastic. The days continue on. So yes, you meet this individual. So that was day 31. They joined. Is when all of these interactions happen, where you learn a little bit about the gnome. So I got a little mixed up there. I apologize. 32 is when your horse gets nicked. As we find ourselves on day 33, for whatever reason, Terrence, you find yourself that day. We'll say. Okay, here's what happens. You guys are traveling around, and the wheel of your cart, sort of like, there's like a snap, and they're like, hold, and everyone's sort of like trying to manage the cart and trying to get it back on tracks. Would you want to help?
Yeah, I think I will.
Yep, you dismount your horse, and you. Who's with you? We'll say Oravistia is there as well, and she's trying to like, Sergeant Terrence, yeah, the something was wrong with the wheel here. What if we just and in that moment there's a snap, and the whole carriage starts to turn over on top of you, and Orvistia, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Can I push Orvestia out of the way?
If you want to sacrifice your dexterity saving throw to give her the help action, I'll allow it.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. She rolls a natural 20. She was going to roll a 2, but you roll a natural 20 that snaps it, and she's like, and looks a little startled, and you push her out of the way, and she falls over, and the cart falls on top of you. You find yourself basically trapped underneath it and severely wounded. And as you're there, like, trying to pull yourself out, you feel your bones crushed below the cart. You're like it's not a good situation. Your bones are crushed a little bit under there. You feel yourself fading consciousness, but luckily you saved your ally. Orvistia runs over to you and is going to try and help you out from under it. Make me a strength saving throw at advantage.
Right. My legs, my bones,
My bones.
my beautiful bones. That's
I should be nearby.
Yeah, you're nearby, Star. You see the whole cart turn over, and you're like right there.
That's a 6.
That's a 6 with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So as you come around the cart, like you heard everything going on, Star, and you're like trying to figure it out. I'll say that you saw the axle break, and you're like, oh fuck, and it turned over, and you heard like probably Terrence let out like a cry of pain, and you run around the cart at this time where you see Orvistia like with her arms under Terrence and trying to like pull Terrence out from under the cart. If you'd like to make a athletics check at advantage to try and help Terrence, you can try and pull him out.
All right, let's see what I get. Come on. 11. What was this? Dexterity? Athletics, you said.
Athletics.
Okay. You gotta be kidding me. 11.
11's enough. You just managed to push it just enough to make it a loose enough spot where she's able to just pull Terrence out from under the cart, and then you let it go and it falls over. And you feel air flood back into your lungs, Terrence. You're losing consciousness. You're in a bad spot. You're bleeding out of several portions of your lower body. But with your clerical healing abilities, you will survive this accident.
Accident.
That'd be a very embarrassing way to die, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Terrence, that would be. Also, that was no axle. There can't be that. No axle breaks like that.
I know who did it.
Then why haven't you done anything? Or tell me to murder them or something.
Murder? What are we? Murder? Who are we murdering?
I mean, you go somewhere else.
Okay. Yes, Sergeant. Are you?
Protect the boss.
Okay, I'll go protect the boss. And she runs over to go protect. Leah Anguston. Or Leia Anguston. But very quickly, a number of people are probably making their way over to you guys to help Terrence. Yeah, Aoife amongst them.
I'm gonna stay on top of my caravan, and I would have seen what happened.
Make me a perception check.
Ow! Sorry,
your cat was like, ooh, leg.
13 plus 5, 18.
18. You look around. You're trying to see what happened, but you're just kind of like keeping an eye on everything. You didn't really know what was going on. But then this whole carriage turned over, and the moment you saw Terrence is okay, you looked for that guy that. Oh, did Terrence? Did you tell Ciela about this? No, I don't think you did. About this guy.
No, I'm looking for anybody who isn't concerned with what just happened.
Isn't concerned.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. You don't see anyone who isn't concerned because anyone who within earshot is like, oh fuck, that's never good, and went to go help. But you do see this one dragon cult member very interested in what all of them interested, but one guy in particular very interested in. And as Terrence is sort of gets to his feet, he kind of and sort of makes his way back to his cart. You notice that.
All right. I'm keep an eye on
Okay.
him. Where I am.
Am I able to walk?
If you put a little healing magic on you, you will.
Then
Hey,
I'll-
Aoife went over there and can help.
Okay. Yeah, you're not without any healing magic. You're not walking. But
Does he need
That's
anything
fine.
fancy, or will a healing word do it?
healing word will do the job just fine.
I can do it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'll heal myself.
You get a healing word. Your legs are now very sore, but you can walk on them. The bones are no longer broken.
All right. Let's try and fix the axle, get this cart back on its wheels, and get back on the road.
Well, I'm a carpenter. I can help with that.
Make me
Carpenter.
there you go. Perfect. Make me either a strength or intelligence check. It is your choice. You may add your proficiency bonus to this check because you can use carpenter's tools.
Wait, now I gotta remember. Do I have carpenter tools? I think I did. I think I got them last time.
I think you did.
Yeah, let me double check that. Yes, I do have carpenter tools. Okay.
Nice.
So, let's see. You said either. Oh, no, that's. I just got a natural one. Hang on. What's the thing?
Oh no. Star gets the biggest splinter of his life.
Okay, so what was I supposed to do? Athletics or
Just a strength or intelligence check. It is your choice.
oh well, there's no plus. It's 11. Like at it is, but there's no plus anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Intelligence is -1. I'm not using. I'm already at 1. Easier.
So we don't need to go too much into detail with this check. I think a natural 1 speaks for itself. You start, you're like, don't worry, I got this, and you like get a splinter, and you're like, ah, and you drop your hammer, and it hits you on the foot, and you go, ah, and then you like swing your head back, and you hit like an overhanging wood thing as you're ducked under the cart, and you go, ah, and you like knock yourself out and kind of pass out underneath the cart. And you like are eventually like shaken awake by your, I guess, Bob. He goes, are you all right? Can you hear me? How many fingers am I holding up?
3, maybe. Wait, 3, right? No, that's
3.
6.
No,
That's 6 in sign
6.
language.
I don't think that's 6 or just 4. I know it's not 6, but that's not. No, oh, boy, we got to get you bandaged up then. And he's going to help you out. But luckily enough, there's many carpenters and many skilled hands in this caravan who help get the axle fixed, get the wagon rolling again without issue.
Okay.
I just posted the art of Jamna Gleam Silver, if anyone's curious, in the group chat. I'll pin it too. Okay. The day travels on. You may all get a long rest. The next day, on day 34, or sorry, that was 34, I believe. Was that 34 or was that 33?
That 33?
That was 33, that's right. So we're on day 34. So on day 34, perfect. You guys are all sitting around the fire, eating some stew, some porridge, whatever it may be. And you see Gleam Silver approach for your morning meal. She sort of sits down and she goes, "Oh, good morning, everybody. Just thought, mind if I come have a spoonful with you?"
You're welcome to join us.
Star just like laps their oatmeal. I was like, I don't use spoons. I don't trust spoons.
She does this after looking around. And she takes Terrence's soup bowl from him. And she pulls out her dagger. She begins to poke her dagger through your oatmeal with the blade of her dagger. And the gnome lifts it out to show you an oatmeal smeared object resembling a tiny bead at the end of the blade. She glances over her shoulder towards where the cultists sit at their breakfast. "It's a sliver of bone," she whispers. curled into a circle so you could swallow it in a mouthful of gruel without noticing. Once eaten, it slowly uncurls inside you, exposing needle points that pierce your guts and kill you slowly. I suspect it's in all of your breakfasts. She gets up, hands you back the bowl, Terrence, and says, "Let's talk in the evening," and walks away.
Star just like puts the bowl down and goes like, "Yeah, I'm not eating this."
That one is
Well, I mean, I think we should
gonna be
collect the
somehow.
little things, right? We should at least get them, clean them up, put them aside.
Would purify food and drink.
Well, this is an actual device, isn't it? Like she physically got something, so we should have to physically, like maybe use daggers and poke those things out, you know? Or maybe we just get, you know what? Good berries all around. Combat snacks, y'all. We be fine.
Oh no!
Icky snacks, but I will eat them.
Would you rather die a slow and painful death?
Well, here I can. If we.
They are not
If
that
we-
bad.
Yes, they are.
They're totally disgusting, but we'll eat them.
Is it worth dying to have the interior wall of your stomach ripped and not have to eat a good berry?
If we can find a couple
Maybe.
crates or a couple barrels that can hold 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water, I can create some food and water for us.
Isn't it like water and like essentially like lembas bread?
Yeah, basically.
The food is bland but nourishing.
Yeah, so basically you're getting like
No.
loaves of like okay bread, maybe.
I will eat the combat snack. Just give me.
Okay, there's certainly enough containers around. It's up to you guys if you want good berry or
I'll
bland
take the.
food.
I mean, if he's going, I'll take the bread. That does sound better than a. I mean, everybody should have a combat snack just in case something happens. But you know, yeah, I'll take the.
Nice. Yeah, you guys. There's certainly enough containers around where you guys are able to create food and water and keep yourself well nourished today. Fantastic. And with that, you guys can pick up your stuff and continue to travel on the road. Incredible. Later that evening, as everybody's settling into bed, Gleam Silver comes to all of you in the dark of night. Actually, I want to set that up on the board for the sake of immersion. Because it's so much fun. I love immersion, guys. Big fan of immersion. Shroud's off doing murder bot things. Got contracted out, perhaps. Yes, the murder dog as well. Murder dog, meet murder bot. And let me go get the little gnome. Where art thou? I'm making you unique so I make my life a little easier. So she comes to you in the eve. You guys are at the caravan. So we're gonna make this. It's not a tavern. We're gonna turn it down to nighttime. On the fires. Fantastic.
Lighting.
Yeah. Let's get you over there, Star. Sorry, guys. I went to film school, so my brain hurts if I don't do this. I can hear my professors yelling in my ear. So Jamna comes to you at night. And she says, "Allow me to introduce myself, if I haven't done so already, to some of you. My name's Jamna Gleam Silver." Sorry to interrupt your bedding down, but I thought it'd be best if we got to know each other properly. But I think we should come right to the point, why don't you? We don't work for the same people, but we're all on the same side. I share a belief that the cult of the dragon must be stopped. I need to know what they're carrying in those wagons and where they're taking it. Will you help me find out? We can do it tonight.
They're carrying loot from the Greenest siege.
Yeah, I investigated that like a couple weeks ago.
Greenest siege a couple weeks ago.
I assume that's one of many sieges they may have gone on, but that's the one we were at.
Huh. Well, what's in the cargo? You say loot? Is it gold and such?
Believe so.
Well, I gotta say, it doesn't give me any short amount of relief that I don't have to go and break into their wagon. There's risk in that, so thank you.
No, I
You
haven't
already know.
checked.
We've
For
only
myself.
checked one. We just checked one. And there was gold and stuff in there from there. But the problem is there are multiple wagons.
But you think that the same stuff will be inside this siege of Greenest you talked about?
We assume.
That works just as well for me. If you all were heard about this Greenest siege and, know what's inside. What is Greenest? Siege? How do you know about all this?
Greenest is a city.
You were there.
That's my home.
You were there. I've never heard of a city called Greenest before.
It's more of a village.
A village. They raided a village and you were all there. So you guys have fought the dragon cult.
Well, I wasn't there, but my sister was, yeah.
Okay. Well, some of you then?
And we fought the dragon cult. We've all fought the dragon cult.
Yeah, well, they're trouble.
That's
They're trouble.
Their numbers are great.
Who are you working for?
Well, not whoever you're all working for, I can tell you that much. I'm, let's just say, my associates like to keep their heads down. But we like to keep our secrets close to the chest.
How'd you know about the bone sliver?
Well, I like to keep an eye on my enemies. You know what they say: keep your enemies close, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. I figured it was about time I made myself some friends. But I was keeping an eye on them. I saw them put it inside your soup.
Well, thank you. Wasn't a poison or disease, so I couldn't sense anything.
This is alarming though. Like they seem to be getting more desperate in their attempts.
Yeah, I think one of them recognizes me.
I think I know
Recognizes
which
you.
one that is.
You were in
Well,
that
it's been
one
a-
battle. Lots of folk might recognize you.
Mm-mm.
You think you might be recognized from the battle? These guys are from all the way in Greenest.
At least one of them.
Well, you must have made yourself quite the reputation then, sir.
Reputation for almost dying.
Well, you seem to have a knack for slipping out of danger. There's been a suspicious amount of accidents these last couple of days. I hope that hasn't been going on since you left, where? Baldur's Gate, probably?
There's been some that left.
Huh.
There's been this ain't the first time, but it's been a couple weeks. Guess they finally realized poison wouldn't work.
I guess so. Well, you're almost to Waterdeep. Just try and see if you can keep yourselves from dying between now and then. And, well, if you're all willing to scratch my back, I'm willing to scratch yours and keep an eye out for you.
mean,
So who are you guys working for? Because this doesn't seem like you guys are moving. If you don't mind my saying so, seem to have some skill at deception, and well, people like you, I don't think work for free, unless this is just like an independent, like save the world kind of thing. But that's not what I gather.
We're getting paid for this, right, guys? Right? Yeah.
Paid for it? What do you guys? Let me guess. Harper's, Order of the Gauntlet, Emerald Enclave, maybe.
Well, part of it is we have something of a personal stake in this. A lot of our compatriots have been killed by the dragon cult, and
They tend to do that.
There is an aspect of justice that I feel.
So you're here for justice,
among other things.
But we
kind
know,
souls.
we know the Harpers and the Order of the Gauntlet are also very interested in this dragon cult.
That's what I hear. I hear there's a lot of movement down south with the larger factions.
It'll be good to have some direction.
So you guys have been on the road with these guys since Baldur's Gate. You guys are following them then.
That's the
See
plan.
where they go.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine.
What do you need from us?
Just keep doing what you're doing. And I guess keep alive to keep doing it. And as you guys figure out what you're figuring out, I'll figure out what I need to figure out, and both of our mutual associates will be, well, not mutual associates, but the people we're working for, myself and all of you, will all be happy in the end, right?
Let's hope so.
See, you, she points at you, Star, says, now you surprise me, shady folk, you know? And if I don't say so, you arm yourself much like someone who gets into the darker dealings of the world. I'm surprised that you would link up with the Order of the Gauntlet or the Harpers or any of those guys.
I haven't put my allegiance into anything that would mislead people. But
You're not into people who mislead people?
Yeah, pretty much. But
so you're a very honest fellow then?
Yes, because I'm too stupid.
Wow, that was convincing.
Yes, I'm very honest. Yeah.
Well, if you keep working on that, you might convince someone one day.
Yeah. Well, I still want to know who you're working for, though. I
want to know who you're working for.
Well, I'm not going to exploit that one. We'll talk later.
Okay, I see. Well, you are easy. She looks at you, Terrence, and goes, Order the Gauntlet?
No.
Really?
They offered their services, but I mean, this is personal for me.
Right, you're local to that Greenest place. You're in the fire there. You're up for revenge, are you?
Maybe not revenge, but maybe a sense of justice.
My line of work? What's the difference? Our line of work, I should say, us, sword-wielding types. Now, come on, you've got to be Emerald Enclave. She points at you, Aoife.
And I'm going to chuckle. I mean, my holy symbol is the same symbol as the Emerald Enclave, so it's not a big joke.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Although my understanding is that the Enclave is not officially involved as of yet. As of right now, I am working as an independent factor.
Not so independent, it seems. She looks around at your party.
Not so independent, but independent of the Emerald Enclave. I am not working on any kind of direct orders.
I see. So you mean to say that the Order of the Gauntlet and the Harpers have given direct orders?
I don't know. I'm telling you that the Emerald Enclave has not.
Yeah, you implied, though. I'm on to you, sister. And she looks at you last, Ciela. She goes, hey,
Hey,
weird dog.
it's a mutt.
Yeah. Barks weird.
Old dog.
Fair enough.
Don't bother my dog won't bother you.
Oh, don't worry. I have no intention of hanging around your dog. Get the feeling I'm being more than I bargained for. Are you for? You're not Emerald Enclave. You seem. You have too much of an edge to be with a faction, if you ask me.
Ciela will just move her cape, and the pin is right there.
Oh, really? I stand corrected.
But I'm not
Interesting. So we got 2 Emerald Enclave members, but the Emerald Enclave isn't involved in this little expedition. Huh, you guys are definitely an interesting bunch. I'll be very excited to have you guys all your back. Independent thinkers and champions of justice and all of that. So let me get this straight. You were in Greenest, where Terrence was living happily ever after. Dragon Cult comes, burns everything down, takes all their shit, loads them up into carts in Baldur's Gate, and is traveling to Waterdeep. I got the story right so far?
Pretty much. Yep.
And you guys have been following them ever since, keeping a low profile, see where it leads?
Trying to.
You're going to be doing a fairly good job if you've been on the road. How many days have you been on the road?
Lost track.
34, 35?
34, 35 days. Hey, that's pretty good to be living in such close proximity and only, well,
Yeah.
enduring such accidents so late in the game. Good job. Well, anyway, I'll leave you guys to bed down now. I think my curiosity's been sated for now, but listen, if you need anything, you let me know. And if I need anything, I'll let you guys know. We'll watch each other's backs, all right?
Fair.
Sounds good. Let's.
Sounds good.
Thanks for saving us all from an unpleasant death.
Oh, I don't, yeah. Hey, no problem. I'll keep an eye out. And, just, you know, watch what you put in your mouth.
Don't tell me what to do.
Aoife will take her dagger and do what she did and kind of go through the bowl and see if she can find the thing.
You poke around the bowl, make me an investigation check.
Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. It's a 14. I don't get anything to add to it, so we get not bad.
Okay, 14. You poke around the bowl, you don't find anything. Gleam Silver looks at you and she kind of gives you like a, there we go. Very good. Better be safe than sorry.
Oh, I'm not eating it. I was just thinking might be nice to pocket.
Okay. Sure. If you can find it. I don't know how much, I mean, pretty hard to make, you know? Don't know how many they have in their back pocket. I bet they were hoping that one would have worked. But they'll have to be a little more creative, it seems. Anyway, you all have yourselves a good night, because I'm tired. I'm going to go sleep over there. So.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Sorry.
Cat attack.
And with that, Gleam Silver will just give you a nice little nod, and she's going to find her way to her bedroll.
Start
I am
grumbling.
not enjoying the experience of having people trying to kill me on the down low. I like it better when they try to kill me to my face.
Yeah.
Citing a preference is all.
Yeah, but they're trying to be sneaky about it.
I don't.
Y'all, it means going forward, only food we can eat can come from like our hands, and we're gonna have to prepare the containers to make sure they're fine.
I'm okay with that.
Or combat snacks, but y'all would sooner die a painful death than eat a good berry.
Hey, I ate the good berry.
I know, and I appreciate it.
I'll eat it. I'll grumble, but I'll eat it.
I've had to eat far worse than good berries, so you never know what you're gonna eat when you're out in the wild.
I'll eat it in solidarity. Okay. You guys all get some sleep. A long rest is had. Day 35 goes by fine. There is no successful assassination attempts, or accidents, I should say, on Terrence. You get a couple winks from Gleam Silver around the camp in different instances. Maybe she's been running a little interference. And on day 36, something's going to happen. But we'll get to that when we get back, because I forgot to do our break. So why don't we go ahead and have our break? We'll be back in 5-10 minutes, and we'll see if we can't complete this road trip before the end of the session, because we're getting real close.
All right.
Alrighty.
All right. We'll be back.
I put the cat in my pocket.
Nice.
It's better than him trying to climb the curtains again. Yeah, see?
Oh man. Oh, so happy. Happy
Cat is
cat.
the fucking devil.
Cute.
Devil incarnate.
He is. He's such a cute little devil.
Yeah.
It's
You're
like
just making me
instant
jealous. I
forgiveness.
want another cat, man. I had some rhubarb pie that was left over from Thanksgiving that I had in the freezer.
Yum.
Oh, nice.
Yum, yum, yum. I actually was talking to a bunch of American friends of mine, and they're like, I asked them, which pie should I eat first, the cherry pie or the rhubarb strawberry pie? And they're all like, cherry pie. And I'm like, if you were here in Canada, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Both pies were good.
I asked the cat something completely inappropriate when I put the sweater on too. I said, "Here, cat, do you want to play with my furry balls?"
My hairy balls.
Furry balls. Boop, boop. He's grown too, I can tell. And he has one black whisker, and all the rest are white. Isn't that right, buddy? You got one black whisker. Hey. Trouble?
I'm like, on my Discord, I was kind of sharing a little bit of backstory of Star, and I was just like pointing out the one note, which just says, naive, young, and stupid, probably will die, maybe.
Probably will die, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe they'll unlock the secrets of immortality. There's a low chance, but who knows?
Yes.
Bud.
Damn, I wonder if there is a way to unlock immortality. There's gotta be. There's gotta be a way to live forever, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
And they're called vampires.
There's gotta be a way. You're telling me there isn't a way to live forever? I don't believe it.
Oh, he's gonna get out of the pocket now. So we're getting close to playing again.
Kangaroo.
Yep.
What do they call it? What are the baby kangaroos called?
Ruse.
Joey's.
Roos, that's right.
Joey's. Rue is the name of the baby kangaroo. And
Oh, that's right, Joey's.
so, yeah, Joey's.
Yeah, their names are Joey.
Kangaroo Jack, he's hopping away.
Ow!
You
You little murder muffin.
You little bastard. How dare you?
Man, I want another cat.
I was sitting here, and we're in the middle of. I was in the middle of talking, and he starts biting on my freaking feet.
I know, I heard
and
you.
My feet are up. They're up. So he can't get it though, and he fucking climbed in behind and he started nibbling on my toes.
So cute. I still will take that. Luna she doesn't like laying on the bed properly, and every time she comes on the bed, she just decides to lay on my pillow and lay on my hair. And all I can feel is like my hair tugging.
It's the reason why I put my hair back in a ponytail when I go to bed.
I wish
also because it keeps me cold. When my hair is down, I get too hot. Yeah. Hypothesis is if I rock in my seat enough, he'll fall asleep from the motion.
That is the hypothesis.
Maybe.
The reality is, it doesn't work.
I totally should have killed somebody from the caravan with Lyra Goth. I should have totally done it. It was the move. It was like plot-wise, it was the move. You guys made the morals of killing so confusing. It would have been the right GM, but The dice tell the story. You got away.
There's
You're
still
lucky.
plenty of time.
Still plenty of time to do a little murder. Little dragon murder.
We're gonna have to literally sit him down and be like, you only kill humanoids when we tell you to.
But I can kill anything else whenever I want.
Think about it this way, though. Even if it doesn't happen on the caravan, we're going to be in city. Like, we've got plenty of time, and the larger she gets, the less likely it's going to be that we can disguise it. So, like, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Well, the trick is to just become very famous and powerful, and no one will fuck with you.
Yeah, then the dragon appears and no one will care about it. They'll just be like, wow, Dragonsbane. It must mean about the dragon that they have.
Yeah, exactly. You could get Lyragoth like a sick choker with like spikes on it, and Lyragoth would be like, oh, I'm so goth. And everyone else will be like, oh, they've tamed the dragon. They're so cool. And you're good.
And she just has her like little choker with like the gold coins inside of it.
Down. No, don't do that. Ow.
Oh, she's still probably wearing that while she's like in dog form.
In dog form. I gotta make up a magic item for you guys to deal with your dragon.
Well,
so that you can like take it in public and shit.
You draw blood.
Slap it across the head, dude.
Hey, wait, don't dragons
Sky's dragon.
Really? Don't dragons have that ability to turn into humanoids?
When they become adults, they gain an inherent magic to change shape into humanoids or beasts, I believe.
Man, that's gonna take too long.
You guys got 100 years, right? You guys got 100 years to spare? Just like we can wait
we need a wand. We need a wand that'll be like disguised dragon. We need a wand of disguised dragon.
Wand of disguised dragon. Wand of polymorph.
You gonna go jump on food? You little shit.
Aww, I'm gonna sit right here. This is okay, right? If I sit right here.
Yeah, that's fine. You can sit there.
If he's there, he's not messing with the curtains.
Exactly.
Terrence! Terrence, my lad, return! I summoned thee from across the plains.
Got me.
I conjure forth from the plain of America, Terrence Marigold Jr. Okay, we'll get started in 2 minutes here. So what do you guys think of jamming a Gleam Silver?
Interesting character, not to be trusted. This is Star's opinion.
Says the assassin.
Says the assassin. Yeah, she's interesting.
No. No. I'm gonna take this dish away so he doesn't think he can eat out of it. It's my soup. Okay.
She's savvy. I don't necessarily trust her, but I don't necessarily not trust her.
I get you.
She's been it seems like she's been very helpful, and I'm grateful.
Hell yeah. Okay. Here we go. So, 2 days after your new friend Gleam Silver came clean with all of you guys about her own interest in the dragon cult. 2 days after, in the evening, as you're all sleeping, all huddled around the fire, the camp at large awakens to grumblings and some people are distraught. There's some arguing in the camp. There definitely seems to be something wrong. Would all of you like to rouse and see what's going on?
I think we ought to.
If something's wrong, we gotta fix it.
Yeah, you guys are the sergeants and bodyguards around here. If anyone's gonna fix it, it's gotta be you guys. You guys make your way through the camp, and you're directed where to go, and you find yourselves approaching one of the dragon cult carriages. And as you do, you see a crowd is sort of gathered around the back. And as you push your way through the crowd, you are going to see the body of one of the guard of that carriage, a member of the dragon cult, in secret.
The guard that joined them at the last town?
No. This is someone who's been on the road with them for the long haul. So each of the dragon carts have a teamster, someone who, steers the cart, and a guard. And they've been there since the start of the journey, since you guys all joined up way back in Waterdeep. The guard to that particular carriage that you recognize is dead. Dead, stabbed, gone on the ground.
Wait, is that Bob?
No, Bob's not a Dragon Cult member. Bob's there, he's going, "Lord me, this is terrible news. Always hate it when a god dies." But yeah, is dead from a stab wound. And the members of the Dragon Cult, that sort of group of independent travelers who are secretly Dragon Cult members, they're there, they're in an uproar. The moment you guys sort of appear, one of them approaches you guys, says, "They did it! They did it for sure! They killed him! There's no doubt in my mind it was them!" And they're like, all the merchants and the various guards go, "Hey, what? They murdered? What are you talking about?" Sort of like looks around at all of you. Yeah, Terrence?
Once we're accused, can I cast Zone of Truth?
Sure, you cast the Zone of Truth. Zone of Truth goes out. There's quite a few people standing around. So for the sake of this, I'm gonna have the party roll, and I'm gonna have the Dragon Cult members roll, or at least the one who's making the accusation. They all seem to be supporting him, but there's like one speaker.
All right, let's get to the bottom of this.
I can choose to fail it though, right?
You can choose to fail, yes.
Yeah.
You can choose to fail.
I'm not rolling for anything. I'll just choose.
I believe you get to know if they failed or succeed. Yes, Terrence?
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point within choice. I'll do it on me. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on its turn, at the start of its turn, must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails to save its saving throw.
Got it. The Dragon Cult member succeeded his saving throw. But the zone goes out, and he goes, "What are you doing? They're trying something! They're trying something!" And the merchants and the gathered guards and such from the regular camp, they kind of like the accusations and fear of the Dragon Cult is clearly having an influence, but they're not as like crazed or panicked or accusational as they are. They're like, "What? Like them?" But you know what I mean?
Terrence, you wanna tell folks what that does before we do what we need to do?
Yeah, this is just a zone of truth to make sure that we get correct information. And anybody that's under the influence of it should be aware of the fact that they cannot tell lies.
Got it. And the people around are like, "Oh, like, okay, that's the power of a cleric in strange ways." The people around seem to accept that explanation. The dragon cultists don't look very happy about it, but they kind of look around at each other. The one guy like, "No, it's fine." And he kind of continues. Yeah, it's these guys over here who are your accusatories. He says, "Regardless, they did it for sure. I'm no doubt in my mind. Here, look." And he points at the stab wound. He goes, "Everyone, look! This was no dagger wound. The blade's too big." And he starts like looking at all of you guys. He's gonna look at.
Oh, sorry.
He's gonna look at Star and Ciela, and he's gonna go, "Them! Look at their weapons. They got short swords." And goes over and says, Give me one of your short swords. I bet it's the same size as the mark on the corpse."
Aren't all short swords the same size? Isn't that the point of the thing?
He goes, "Yeah, but you have them. You have them." And then people...
You provided no proof. So I'll tell you
the-
what, we can all just step in this zone of truth, speak our truth, and then we can just have everybody else come in and say that they weren't the ones who did it. So let me start. And she'll step in and she said, I had nothing to do with this.
Goes, it's a trick. Are you going to believe them? If they did it, they got tricks up their sleeve. And you see the various merchants and everyone who've gathered are sort of like talking amongst each other, clearly a little distraught. But they're like, well, they're right. Anyone with a short sword could have done it. It don't make sense. Like your merchant, the one moon elf, Sylvic Cirlium, will say, indeed, to extrapolate, anyone wielding a short sword could have made that wound, and there are many armed guards and such in here. Anyone with a short sword could have done it. Someone could have stolen a bloody short sword and done it. And everyone's like, yeah, well, that makes sense. No, it was them for sure. I know it.
Who was the one that found the body?
The Teamster, this sort of like halfling fellow, he goes, it was me. He's the guard from my car. That I was teamstering for. The name's Inam.
Inam?
That's right.
Did you hear anything before? In the moments leading up to you finding the body of the guard?
No. I woke up to use the bathroom and, to relieve myself, and I came around the cot and I saw the corpse, and he was dead as a doornail.
Okay, no noise from the guard. Was the guard sleeping?
I don't know. He sleeps at times and wakes up. He could have. I suppose he wasn't sleeping. The dragon cultist continues. He says, "Stop trying to play innocent like you're trying to solve this. We know it was you. You've had it out for us this whole time." You're going to see this red-robed fellow sort of step forth, and he's going to say, please, everyone, let us be calm. If we wish to get to the bottom of this, yelling and shouting is not going to solve the problem. Let us be at peace, let us be at ease, and we'll come to the solution as it is. I believe everyone can agree that this man was killed by a short sword. Everyone around goes, yes, as the sergeants have said. And everyone goes, yeah, absolutely. He goes, then many people here bear short swords. So that is inconclusive evidence, which means we need a witness. Are there any witnesses to the crime? Everyone kind of goes, looks around, and they're kind of, that's all I'm saying is, if we want evidence, we need evidence, and no one seems to have any, so let us be calm and reason this out. And he kind of steps back. Some people are like, who the fuck is that? So he has not said, this is mostly spoken this entire trip.
And if nobody has bared witness to this crime, we can give it till morning. I can say a few prayers and re-prepare some spells, and we can ask the man himself.
Now that's the smartest thing I've heard.
Is he stabbed in the back of the front?
The front, the chest.
Oh, yeah, he definitely
Killing
saw
blow
it
to the
too.
chest. Let's see. He says, you hear sort of from the crowd. Actually, you're going to hear it from Avestia, the sort of young guard from your contingent, Terrence. She's going to call out from the crowd. This is, well, why don't we open up the crates to the caravan and make sure there wasn't any theft, just to be sure. I mean, if this was a crime, there has to be a reason why he was dead. Maybe there was a theft. And everyone goes, oh, okay.
That's actually a great idea. Well, why don't we get that started?
The dragon cultist sort of, no, it's sort of looks at you with like unfiltered hatred. Aoife goes, no, it's fine. You all making sense. I mean, if we find a witness, that's that, but it's fine.
No, maybe the murderer's inside. Have you thought about that?
That is true.
He goes, I mean, there's nothing inside. Well, you can all see in the back of the car, there's crates and barrels. It's not inside.
I don't think so. He could have just snuck in there and, heard the commotion out here and is just stuck in there.
Why don't
He
we
like
check it out?
goes. It's no, it's. Come on, maybe you didn't do it. There's no need to carry this out unless we find a witness. There's no need to carry this out, I suppose. The various merchants who have gathered, the ones who have hired you all, have been talking in the back. Lay, Selvik, Nuhar, whatever his name is, the Silent. Lasfaro the Silent. Lasfaro the Silent will say, I think it's I think that this is all worth. We all understand what has happened here is that there's been a murder, and unless there's a witness to call forth, then there's nothing to be done. The gods will punish the guilty party. Life goes on. It's unfortunate, but there's really nothing to be done if you do not want your caravan searched and no one here is an obvious murderer.
True, though. We can take possession of the body. We can cast spells on it to make sure that it does not decompose or get turned into anything unsavory. And then I believe there are some few of us who might be able to communicate.
One of the dragon cultists says, No, I'd spoke. He wouldn't want his body desecrated with strange spells from strangers.
Look, this isn't a one-off event. We've had another murder here. We could have a serial killer on the loose. Does anybody want that? Is anybody comfortable with that?
It is the
just
second
leaving it as it is.
It's the second killing under suspicious circumstances.
Everyone looks around at each other and they go, killings? What killings? You'll sort of hear from the crowd be like, what other killings?
Well, the pole. Another guard that was poisoned.
One of the
Yeah, you remember that guy that's on the back there?
They go, poison? Right? Everyone sort of speak around poison. What are you talking about poison? They go, and they go, the pole died in his sleep, didn't he? He just died of natural causes, poison. Everyone's sort of, yeah, poison. Someone says, if he died of poison, why didn't you come forward sooner?
We didn't want to cause a panic. We were in the middle of investigating that.
And unfortunately, there was nothing that could have been done until we get to somewhere where something could be done. At that point, we were kind of in the middle of nowhere.
No sense in pointing fingers when we don't have any solid evidence. And I'll look at the cultist that was accusing us.
All the sneers right back. The moon elf, who is your patron, Ciela, Selvik, will say, at ease, friends. I think we're blowing this out of proportion. We're only a couple of days from Waterdeep. There's no witnesses to the man who's dead here. Now accusations of serial killers and poisonings going around. I think we could all agree this is being blown widely out of proportion. Let the gods decide who the guilty party is and punish him, and move on with our lives, and get to the safety of Waterdeep, and perhaps things can be dealt with there. There's no need to start blowing things out of proportion, is there? The other merchants sort of seem to seem to agree in temperament. They go, Leah will say, either the Pole's death was unfortunate, but that was early on in the journey. It's a strange. But I think it'd be best we all just go back to sleep. Everybody leaves everything well and truly alone, and the gods will punish the guilty party unless anyone has a witness to call forth, or any hard evidence to support any of anybody's claims here. Poisonings and serial killers and murders of the guards alike. Does anybody have any proof? Oh?
Nothing concrete.
And let us all
Not
just...
yet.
If anyone has hard evidence, then I'm sure everyone here wants to hear, and everyone sort of grows. But I think we've gotten a little excited tonight. Let us all return to our sleep and perhaps get some rest. And somebody else says, and sleep with one eye open. And everyone kind of...
Clutching your pillow tight.
Button your pillows. Use your pins or close up buttons. And they and everyone sort of begins to sort of like meander off, and someone kind of goes towards the corpse, and one guy goes, no, he didn't want spells cast on him when he was dead. Respect his wishes, says the dragon cultist. And the merchants go, very well. Take your dad and leave him to his fair rest, if that's what it said. And they kind of like take the corpse and put it on the cart, and everyone seems satisfied to leave the guard with the teamster, and all begin to go their separate ways. But everyone seems to definitely be more in support of you guys, and their accusations of your guilt seem to fall quite on deaf ears. Nobody seems to be really interested in accusing you, and many seem to speak in support. And they'll say that as everyone's going back to bed, they'll go like, we know you didn't do anything. We don't know who they are. They're strange fellows, aren't they? Never mind, just don't let it bug you. Get some sleep.
I have an idea.
Terrence, you have an idea? What do you got?
I have an idea. Did any horses see it?
No. Shit.
You can certainly try. I'll tell you what, if you cast your spell, make me an investigation check, not a high DC.
Investigation.
See if you can find a horse, the right horse.
8.
Yeah, the horse that's right behind that carriage
8.
would be great.
Any horses you speak to say that they were also asleep during what happened, unfortunately, with an 8.
Of course. All right, that's fair. Unlucky.
That was a good idea, though.
It was a great idea.
Terrence and his horses.
I don't have.
Terrence and his beasties.
I don't have speak with animals prepared, and what I can do doesn't allow them to talk to me.
Luckily, mine is always prepared. I couldn't unprepare it if I tried.
Is there a way to investigate the area?
Absolutely. Make me an investigation check. See if you can find any clues.
Oh, come off it. Like rolled away from a 14 to a 4. 4 plus 2 is 6.
You see that indeed they were right. The sword size of the wound is indeed a size that matches a short sword in blade width and length. You notice that there are many footprints around the wagon from the many people who gathered around to see what happened. It would take a keener eye to explore further.
I'm gonna check it out.
Make me an investigation check.
That's natural 20 minus 1, 19.
20. I'll respect the
Oh
nat
no,
20.
plus 2. Wait, let's get minus 1, 19.
All right. You investigate and you determine that, there's all of the footprints from all the people walking around, but you kind of like try and look past that using your survival instinct to see past that and try and find the true events. You recognize that the ground was swept. It seems that after the murder happened, whoever did it wisely swept the ground to hide any trace or track.
And anything on the body?
The body seems to have all of its possessions, weapons and arms and such.
Any hair in the hands?
Nothing like that, unfortunately. It seems that... that will tell you, though, that whoever did commit this most foul murder covered their tracks well.
Okay. See, I was
Okay.
trying to see if she could see that gnome lady, and
Yeah, she's hanging out by a nearby wheel, kind of watching the whole scene with a leg crossed over, just kind of keeping an eye and watching the whole scene. Close enough to hear what was going on, but not close enough to want to be involved. But she's clearly there. She kind of smiles at you, waves.
I'll wave back.
Okay. Is there anything else anyone would like to do, or would you all like to go to bed?
I'm gonna stay up the rest of this night.
That's fair. Keep an eye open. Take a guard.
Yep.
Maybe you double the guard tonight. You guys are the sergeants. You have the power to do that.
Yep.
Okay. Double the guard. Keep one eye open. Be on the prowl. And I'll say, Ciela, Gleam Silver goes right back to bed and seems to not have a care in the world.
That doesn't make her any less suspicious.
I know. I know. Well, and that's the point, right?
And the thing is,
everyone
Ciela,
else is like, and she just kind of goes right back to bed.
And Ciela basically figures that's one less cultist to worry about, so I'm not gonna raise any
Make a
questions.
hoopla.
Yeah.
Exactly. Over the next couple days, there will be an accident here and there. To do with Terrence, of course. Maybe the lead horse in a ring sort of goes charging off in his direction. Maybe a crate falls off a caravan, but nothing that comes as close as those first couple of attempts. And a couple breaks in between those couple days. And over the next 4 days, the dragon cultists in their entirety look at you with nothing but unfiltered hatred for the rest of the time, but they keep their distance. And on day 40, you'll see it, finally. You were promised to be there in a month and a half a couple days ago. As the guards on this trip, the sergeants and bodyguards, so skilled and apt at their work, that there were much fewer complications on the road. Or if there were, they were dealt with swiftly, which is not usually the case when it comes to traveling such distances. But thanks to all of your help, this caravan will arrive in probably record time by most standards. And some of the more experienced guards will comment on this and say, wow, like, never been a trip this fast before. And with that, Waterdeep. The great and glorious jewel of the Sword Coast appears before you in the north. As you're riding through on day 40, you will see the great and massive metropolis of Waterdeep. If you thought El Terrell or Baldur's Gate was big, boy, oh boy, you didn't know what you were in for. The great city of Waterdeep lies before you all.
Holy
It's a
mackerel.
huge town.
That ain't a town, sister.
That's an island.
It's a moon.
It is a giant. It's not actually a mountain. These are just borders. Oh shit. These are just borders, but consider the greenery to continue. But you guys will approach the great metropolis of Waterdeep. Come on, how's my music not ready? Damn, that I mess up. Give me that big city. Give me that big city track. Dreamscape of an ultra fading gothic howlers hope God.
Infinite Odyssey.
Infinite. I like that track. It's actually a really good track. Not for this, but it's a good track. Spirit of the jungle. No, I'm kidding. How about the first voyage? That sounds kind of fitting. The great city of Waterdeep lies before you. On the approach. You have done it. Your caravan rolls into Waterdeep after nearly 2 months on the road. Most of the merchants from your caravan disperse into the city's markets, warehouses, and stables, vanishing as they go. You see as much hustle and bustle as you've ever seen in any city. And Terrence, you small town boy, you overwhelming the great city, even greater than before. There is no city that could possibly be greater than this, is there? Waterdeep, the city of wonder. They say if you have enough time and enough coin, there is not a thing in the world you cannot procure that you cannot find in Waterdeep.
What were we paid again? Just so I can add it to the...
We're going to take care of that right now.
Okay.
But yes, you all appear there, and as you do, you'll be paid in full. So let's go ahead and take care of that. You've been on the road for 40 days. So that's 10 days. So who are my bodyguards here?
We're
That's
about to
Ciela.
Yeah. Bodyguard.
I'm gonna get Terrence and Star last because you guys had a payment change midway. So Ciela, you, my friend, will make 40 gold on this trip.
Okay.
Aoife, I believe you, my friend, were a sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
So you are going to make. You were promised 8 gold. It should be 32 gold to you. Terrence, you wrote down what day you were promoted, right?
We were sergeants up till day 25, and then we get our raises after day 25.
Excellent. So here's what we'll say. He will have given you the advance for the last half of the journey, for the last 20 days. He'll just sort of advance you those 5 days as an apology for firing you. So for the first 20 days, you two will have made 16 gold. For the last 20 days, where you were paid 12, you guys are going to make 24 gold. For a total of 50 gold, I believe.
All right.
Or no, 40. 40, sorry.
40 gold.
40 gold.
And this for me and Star?
For Terrence and for Star, yes.
And that's 40 gold for Shroud and Iravir.
Iravir got bodyguard, I believe. So
Yes.
so did Shroud. So they would
Shroud.
both get 40 as well. So I'm gonna put that in the group chat. Congrats. The journey to Waterdeep is over. Both make 40 GP and level up.
Hey!
Well done, everybody. You survived the trip. You did not give away your position. A difficult challenge, perhaps the second part more than the first. You survived. Your espionage was skillful. You've made an ally in Jamma Gleamsilver. You served your patrons well. You have achieved many objectives all at once over a long, grueling period. You definitely get that level.
Oh, we get another expertise?
You do. Rogue.
What? What is this? Oh no, more things.
So yeah, feel free to level up. We will conclude the caravan going its separate ways in case you wanted to say any goodbyes to any of the members on the caravan. And we'll leave that being an opportunity for our 2 missing players as well to kind of say their final goodbyes on the trip. And next week we'll see what happens with the dragon cult and yourselves and Waterdeep itself. So we move on to a new chapter as you have completed this one. Well done, everybody. And we'll call the session there.
Woohoo!
Made it.
Guys.
Roll my hit die.